Hello, everybody, and welcome in.
Welcome back.
Hi. It's
the-
been a
Hello.
while.
It has been a while.
It's been an entire month.
Has it been a month? It's only been 2 weeks.
I think it's been like 3 weeks.
October 11th was our last time playing.
Wow. Hello,
I
welcome
date.
back,
I
everybody.
date. I'm a journalist. I like journal everything. I have the date. I have the episode.
Wow. Who do you work with?
I do a synopsis of the
every
previous episode.
table needs a Maggie or a Tracy.
Truly.
Promise.
I have a
Maggie,
table of contents.
I might need your notes, Maggie, because I feel like the last couple of episodes I took kind of shitty notes. So
I don't
Look,
know if my notes are.
you gotta be careful,
gonna
man.
be good.
Maggie was in the first 2 seasons of our Eberron game, and it was only like, I don't know, 15 sessions. And when she's like, here, take a look, it was 34 pages of notes. It was like, I ain't got time for this.
Ours is currently 57 right now.
oh my god,
That
See,
makes sense.
that's a whole other level.
Yeah. That's fair.
But to be fair, a lot of it's like bulletins, so it makes it look longer. But yeah,
Of course.
That's true. I mean, and because of you guys, I keep better notes myself. Still nowhere near as good notes you do, but I actually have a personal character Bible so I don't forget characters.
Mhm.
I do like
I do too.
writing it down like Tracy does, but the problem is then you can't control F easy. That's the only I like
Digital?
writing like a lot. Yeah.
I'm
but digital,
beginning to see the ways of digital note taking, rather than
Digital
my
you
note
have that
taking.
new
cute little
program, that
notebook.
Notion.
Notion.
program. Does it cost money to use that?
It doesn't. No.
can-
Well, it
you
depends.
can pay for it.
You can pay for it, like to get like some of the workspace stuff, but
For what?
it's
Notion.
for Notion.
Everything is a pay model.
you can do like journaling, like
It's-
visual digital journaling.
Notion?
I don't know how good it is for control
Mathas.
finding, but
So my Word doc could be way better
Yes,
than what I'm doing
pretty.
now, and just
Loads,
like slapping
yeah.
like random lines.
Oh,
It
Mathas,
is.
you'll
I
have
think
to adjust your
I
audio
hope-
again, by the way.
I just did actually, so hopefully it's okay. I just
Yeah.
bumped it
it's
up.
a
Do I need to bump it
little
more?
still light. Yeah.
God damn it!
I don't know why yours-
80% on
it's-
this thing. Why is
It's
it?
specifically that mic. My brother has that mic, and a few other, like actually a lot of streamers have that mic. And I feel like with Zoom, it does weird stuff.
I'm not
Yeah.
allowed to be a white man podcaster without this mic. I'm pretty sure.
That's true. That's true. It's
I
actually
think it
part of
comes
the
with a
licensing.
package of stereotypical,
That's
box
funny.
standard white man podcaster. Do I sound okay now?
Hey, my brother's not.
I thought you
He's a
sounded
little
fine
Asian
before,
guy.
but then again,
Fair enough.
I
but
got you
how
jacked
about
in my
it-
headphones.
Let me know what Chad says then, because
Yeah,
if it's
I-
quiet for them, that's all I care. But yeah, note taking has been a huge. I've leveled up my note taking thanks to everybody
Ooh.
here.
Now I want to see.
It's not good, but it's
Mathas's
much
notes.
better. I will have the character
The
Bible at the
secret
end of the campaign for
Patreon.
everybody.
Mm.
You got to share it with us.
Oh yeah. Speaking of, thank you. I'll show Patreon. Everybody go to
Ooh.
patreon.com/podbynight to support everything we do here at Pod by Night, which is really just the show at the moment. But obviously we've got other things working in the background, trying to get back to going. If you guys enjoy the stream, feel free to subscribe. If you subscribe, you get some emotes. You support everybody here on the show as well. And you get access to the VODs immediately after we wrap here live on Twitch. If you don't want to subscribe, but you still want to support us, going to watch us on YouTube, youtube.com/podbynight. All the episodes we do here go live there within a few days, and you can go watch everything there. It's been fun to read all of your comments about Cardboard. That character clearly people enjoyed, but I think he could be overdone very easily. So we'll see if you ever see him again.
He was
And,
so gross, and I loved it.
yeah. That all comes from actual useless knowledge in my brain. And if you want to go further and above and beyond, we also are dropping all of we're slowly getting all of our audio versions of this show up on our Pod by Night podcast feed. You'll see it's different because it has the Sin Providence little art next to each episode. We've got the first 5 episodes up there. 6th episode will be going live, I think today or tomorrow. I have to check what I scheduled it for. And we're just going to kind of keep pumping them up there for people who enjoy audio. And I know some people like to listen to it for refreshes as well. Is there anything? Oh, join our Discord. As always, our Discord is a huge community at this point. It's always kind of just surprising how many people are in there. And anytime I open it, there's always a bunch of conversation happening. So join our Discord. Like I said, totally free, and hang out with us. I lurk and I read. I want notes on last week. So Maggie, you were just
Oh no!
championing,
Oh, no. I shouldn't
championing
have
your
said
own
anything.
notes. So why don't you tell me? Oh, not last week, but last episode. What happened last episode?
I can give you. I can give you a quick TLDR.
Sure. Oh, and a volunteer
Okay.
bub. All
Oh,
right.
yeah.
Volunteer. I was like, all right, I can do it.
I promise we managed to squeeze 3.5 hours into a milkshake run.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
We
Uh-huh.
wanted to get milkshakes, and I was going to introduce my new friend, but that didn't go as planned. Upon arrival to the diner for milkshakes so that I could introduce them to my librarian friend, it didn't go so well.
You didn't get to the library.
No, we barely got to the diner, frankly.
Yeah.
We just got there. We had sat down, and upon placing the order, with the I think Leon had said that I could get all kinds of things, like a variety of things inside the milkshake, which completely
it surprised David that you could get more than what you were getting, which was vanilla. Were you just getting vanilla?
No, it was cookies and cream.
Cookies and cream. That's what it was. Yep.
And,
and Magpie got one, and then they took it away from him for some mean reason.
Yeah. Well, yes, that's true.
But he bullies Magpie. He does not.
I was gonna give it back to him.
Yeah, but Leon didn't.
Wanted to order a milkshake for David, and then I asked Leon if a backup milkshake was too much, and he said no, it's never too much. So he was going to get a backup milkshake, and then all hell broke loose as the Matrix split in front of David's mind, and the guy began literally shattering into fractals of code, and I don't know. It felt like somewhere between a Dali experience meets hallucinogenics.
What is a Dali experience for my dumbass brain? What do you mean?
Salvador Dali.
Okay. I'm like,
not the AI, not the AI, like, as in Salvador Dali.
No, not even AI. I'm like, you mean
He
Raggedy
was thinking
Ann,
Dolly, like the singer.
Dolly, Dolly Parton.
No, everybody had a different Dolly in their head. I'm just thinking of a doll. I'm
No,
like,
I
little
knew
Dolly.
where-
So it's like
what do you
Dolly
mean?
the
I knew where
sheep,
Bub was
yes.
going. Dolly,
Dolly
Salvador.
Parton, yeah.
Yeah, no.
I was on David's level.
Salvador Dali with some of the splitting and the long limbs
The
and
melting, like, yeah.
It was weird. It was a really weird
His
experience.
phone was melting into his own hand.
Yep. Betty had not been
all
with
the
us
geometrical shape stuff that you were mentioning, like
as of that moment. She was outside. It got really weird really quickly. It was almost chaos, and not in the sense of like magic, but as in there was so much happening and not at the same time over the course of just seconds, literally just mere seconds. There was a weird phone call. We were our waitress she saw something that she recognized. The man began to melt. His skin began to unfold and flay around him. The phone was melding into his bones, and it was weird. It entered into a chase scene behind the diner.
The man who walked in looked like she recognized him, and she took off, and then that's why she left.
Yeah, and David took to getting over the top of the building flight as he was watching. We saw sort of like this time looping experience between one of the large like city trash cans smashing into a wall and then like coming back again, and then like flash cutting to back into the wall.
Yeah.
I
don't want to interrupt if you were going to say it.
Yeah, Maggie, do you have anything else there?
Yeah. The only other thing I would say is if you go all the way back to the beginning, Leon did have like a flashback where Magpie drank his blood and got some of his discipline, which was
That's true.
Pretty big. But I think you covered most of what happened otherwise.
We confronted the effect. Right? Whatever was occurring, we confronted the effect, and we were under the impression, at least David was under the impression that
there was a manhole that kept being like, basically go inside.
Yes, yeah. It was, it basically sort of like swallowed us, and we
jumped into it.
Yeah.
We couldn't escape. We were like running down this.
So you went fast food restaurant. She took off into the back alley when the dude who was melting came in. You followed into the back alley. It was just brick walls and a dumpster. But David got above it. Above it, David, everything looked normal.
Yes.
Once you got close enough within proximity, everything started warping. And what happened was quite like you said, very psychedelic in that the walls became endless. They built over top of you. The dumpster went flying across from one side to the other, almost to like block you from getting to her as she ran by. And then when you got around the corner, the concrete kind of turned to liquid. You started sinking into the concrete, and I forget which one of you made the decision to save her because
it was
she was
Leon and Betty.
I did.
Yeah,
No, I,
you,
yeah.
as she was
I
sinking into the
bit
concrete,
her.
Betty.
I bit her to calm her down.
Yep.
So that
That's
I
right.
could-
That's exactly
Yeah.
correct. You bit her, and it immediately calmed her down because it's the fucking kiss.
because
so-
she was like freaking out and getting more melded into the ground, and then that made me get melded into the ground.
And then Leon wanted to
everyone's
get you
trying
guys
pull
out.
me out.
He
Yeah.
succeeded. It was like hellacious, like brawl strength check to like
Yep.
rip you guys out of the ground. But then as we
Yeah,
were
it was
running,
like insane.
the hall was endless. Except as we turned around, we were still in the same spot. So David was like, "I'm just gonna go."
And David's like, "Talk to me," to the
I'm-
thing,
yeah,
and
I'm
the
gonna
thing's
go.
like, "No,
And it was-
you abomination."
Yeah, it
Yeah,
was
you went down the
basically
manhole, and
explaining
it was-
to David that he was an imperfect being, and it was trying to rewrite David to make him perfect again. And it was viewing us all as imperfect beings, as kindred as imperfect beings. And
It was it was a 4D shape. That's what, like,
Yes.
when they
And
went
it-
down there, it was a 4D
It was
shape.
kind of implying that all kindred
Yeah.
were
Yeah.
not just you, David.
and it had
It
a
was
bunch
like
of stray animals half stuck in walls.
I'm
surrounding
speaking
it.
on like the experience of David. David wasn't like
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
he's already viewing himself as some sort of imperfect creature. Like he views you guys as very normal, and he is very like
But I just want to make sure that for the
unfinished.
viewers they understand. It
Yeah.
was very much like the whatever this thing is did not like any kindred.
'Cause it's-
Wanted
Yep.
all of us to be.
It was emitting a tone, a very high pitched tone that kind of felt discordant. And you both figured out in separate ways, all of you figured out in separate ways, that basically it was like a mathematical song,
yep.
a numbers, a mathematical frequency song that it was attempting to use, that was then attempting to forcefully adjust you, like snapping your bones into 90-degree angles, or like attempting to, but you resisted it, David. It was
I was literally
attempting-
resisting by a point every time.
Yep. every single time. And there's a few different solutions people were coming up with, but David, you were the one that ultimately came up with the way to stop it,
Yep.
which was
I utilized basically the theory of crafting and applied my creativity and crafting to it to try to shape it into something that made more sense to his mind.
Yeah, you
And
attempted
inevitably created a space for us to escape.
you attempted to turn something fourth dimensional into three dimensional, which is impossible. So in doing so, introducing a paradox to itself. And by doing that, you collapsed it. Where the other option I think Leon had was going to try and like create something paradoxical with the song. There's a bunch of different ways that you guys were figuring out how to kind of deal with it. And when it was, everything kind of reset to normal. You got
Yes.
climbed out of the sewer hole. Yep. Go ahead, Maggie.
I was laughing just because I remember I forgot that I like slapped Lynn at one point because she wasn't making any sense.
Oh yeah, fucking yeah. Of course, it was you who slapped her too, because that's just makes sense. You took her back too, didn't you? Did you take her back?
We
or
were
did you
taking
leave
her. No, we were
Yeah.
definitely taking her.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
then
we're not letting her go. We gotta chat with her.
yeah, you put her in. Where'd you put her? Do you remember? Because daytime's gonna come.
Well,
We didn't get
We
to finish
kinda-
essentially, so it
yeah,
was
we didn't
just
get
kind
to
of in the
finish-
vehicle.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
we
We
were-
just ended there at the vehicle
Yeah.
drive off. That makes sense. Okay, well, that's perfect because then I know where we're opening with Elspeth. So that's a good recap. Perfect. As a comprehensive recap as to that encounter as you can.
It was both long and not long at the same time.
Yeah, it was. It was like a short
that did
bit of
kinda
time.
all happen in like an hour of your characters'
Yeah.
lives. Yeah.
Oh, also there was one other thing where like Leon for a moment was back in normal, like everything was normal.
Oh.
But we were just not there. That
Yeah,
was the other
so-
thing. That
Well,
was
because you were in
weird.
the back alley at that point, and he stayed in the
Yeah.
restaurant. And as he was looking around, he made a roll, and everything suddenly looked completely normal to him. Minus
Mhm.
obviously because he tried to interact with the people and be like, "Where is she?" And they all were like, "Oh, where is she? Wait, oh, she
and
called
he
us."
was
Like,
gonna
and they
make a
started
milkshake
rationalizing.
himself and they wouldn't let him. Yeah. it was
Yeah, they
very
were
interesting.
rationalizing why she wasn't there, even though she had just been there and ran out the back door. One of
Right.
the servers.
Yeah.
That's maybe that. Yeah, but interesting. I put
Just,
some
in
things
case
together just
people
now.
weren't aware
Um,
of that, that's like a whole part of
yeah.
it too. So.
Right. So that being said, Elspeth, before we pick up with you, do you remember where you left off specifically?
I remember that I have an inscription
Yeah, on your ring.
on my ring.
Mhm. And I told you out of game, do not go look up what that means.
And
so
I
hope you
didn't.
did not. I think that I don't know if we told you that on the show or after the show, but I was like, do not go look what that means.
I
It means
didn't.
something. But do you remember, you have it written down what it says?
I do. This Greek writing. I wrote the Gorgon seal. So that's interesting. Something. I don't know. So that's one thing that I left off. Really, where I mostly remember where I was I had my last time in Salem before packing my things, coming to Boston and staying here indefinitely.
Yeah, I think we did literally leave off with you walking into the
Elspeth
quarantine.
stepped in and ushered in like the mom and the son into an area while David and Betty like chatted off to the side. Because she came in, she was like mad, she's freaking out.
Yeah. So
about her son's phone.
Yeah, exactly that. So we'll pick up there then. We'll just essentially say, because I know you showed up with Dot.
Did you see my note in our chat as well? Just so you have context for how we need to wrap up the end of today.
Oh, I didn't.
Just to get your mind thinking that in the right direction.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. Gotcha.
Cool.
Yeah, that's fine. We'll make that work. Yeah, that's totally fine. Okay. Shit. What did I? Okay, we're just gonna. Yeah, because you just showed up with Janet. You showed up with Janet, didn't you, Tracy? Or did you show up alone?
I don't think I showed up with Janet. I think I showed up alone.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Then we'll retcon a tiny bit and say that when you arrived, nobody else was there.
Yeah. Okay. Got it.
And a certain individual will show up just as these people are. Well, they'll be leaving more or less. All right, whatever. I'll figure it out as I go. My brain will figure it out as I DM. Then without further ado, let's go ahead and fucking play this game and set the scene.
Janet was not there.
Okay. And see what this coterie is up to, which you have no name for yet, correct? You have not named your coterie yet.
No.
Only just officially a coterie a couple of episodes ago.
And I don't know if I'm technically
You're not part of it, and Leon's
yeah.
technically not part. You're both not part of it because you both did not go break the law. So you weren't lumped together by law.
I like how you just became a coterie because you broke the law.
Yeah, well, that's kind of how it happened both times now.
Yeah.
Actually,
I mean, you weren't
right.
legally lumped together as a coterie in SOS, but you were half-assed given a name of one because they were like, oh, the fucking loud one's over there, because you were new and nobody knew who you were, and they just like offhandedly called you the loud ones, and you just were like, that's who we are. And that was it from season 1.
And then you just adopted Emmy.
Yeah. I don't know if adopting Emmy was the right way to describe what happened there. But without further, let's play this fucking game. So, as our camera fades in onto a rather clear night, we actually can hear just some background chatter of some familiar voices. The words and what they're saying aren't particularly loud enough for us to understand, but we do recognize the voice of both David and Betty. As our vision comes to, and we see that our camera is at the floor level, kind of tilted up, looking at a nice clear sky. We're 3 levels deep in the quarry itself. Standing water with some, you see some bugs just skittering across that open still water, come into focus. And as our focus pushes outward a little further, we see Elspeth, having just made her way down the 3 levels. To remind you what this quarry looks like, you pull off from the main road onto a dirt road, which drives up to a gate. The gate is closed. Usually you park right outside of it. It's just a chain link fence, and there's multiple ways to get through the chain link fence. Once you walk in, on your right-hand side, there's just an office building that would have been for the quarry itself, like a trailer type looking thing. The roof is mostly caved in, completely water damaged, and utterly useless. And then as you walk past that, it leads to where some safety railing would have been, but instead a giant drop into the quarry itself. Further to the right of that drop, you would see scaffolding where an elevator of some sort or a lift of some sort is there, but no longer working. And then ladders that lead down basically to each elevator, or stairs on the scaffolding that lead down 1 level, and then ladders that go down to the 2nd level, and then 1 more ladder that leads to a 3rd. And each of these lower levels have 1 mining like tunnel. Yeah.
So we don't even have like an elevator to take us down into the quarry now.
Oh, no.
So we're like going by ladders and shit.
Stairs and ladders. Yeah. This is an abandoned 1960s quarry that has not been in use in any way and has been completely neglected by any form of upkeep
Got
from the
it.
government. So yeah, no,
Okay.
this is no, you guys are being punished. Let me just reiterate.
This is not a luxury quarry.
This is not a luxury cruise. You are here for 6 months. For now, expect a visit from April Bosley every 2 weeks, and your feeding grounds are basically what you can find in the local town of fucking Waltham, which is not very big for 6 or 5. No, Janet, David, the three of you to be feeding from. The town of Waltham is comfortably could probably feed one kindred without being suspicious. So you got to be careful. But that we'll worry about that later on. So as our camera focuses outward toward that, finding ourselves in that bottom part of the quarry, we can, like I said, see kind of little nasty bugs skittering across the still water. We see a figure of a silhouette out of focus slowly come into focus, that of Elspeth, standing next to 3 storage crates that are your new homes. You quickly realize, I think we went through this last time, but you quickly realize whose is whose. Obviously, Janet says locked and off limits. David's probably unlocked, I would imagine, David, but sparsely decorated. Like, what do we see again if she's like looking to see which one's free? Yours has what in it?
David's probably has a small nightstand with like a flashlight. I think like a larger scale flashlight aimed upward. He has maybe 11 books and a bunch of rocks and clay. That's about it.
Yeah, so pretty easily tell that one's David, leaving yours at the very tail end of it. As you open up the creaking door of this little storage container, our camera kind of whips across the rest of the ground floor to catch up with you. And as it creaks open, we just catch up to your feet as a mouse comes running out the door as you open it. The moonlight spills into the empty storage crate, and you see a empty metal storage crate that is not all that big. I think Dot had the specific dimensions of these things. I don't remember off the top of my head, but they're not huge by any stretch. Big enough for you to sleep in, enough to sunproof and keep your personal belongings in. And maybe like you could probably get like a 2-shelf bookshelf in there before you're, really kind of running out of room to be comfortable. I don't know. As you walk in, what do we see as Elspeth steps in? And we see your feet walk by camera, and our camera pans up and finally gets a nice big full shot of you. How many bags did you bring? You got a backpack. You got like, what do you got? Give me an image of like, what is Elspeth carrying on her?
2 large suitcases, not carry-on, the big ones you got to check.
Yep.
So 2 large suitcases, a backpack, and maybe like an extra bag of things. So that's her.
We see you just kind of plopping one down after the other.
Yep.
And as you do so, there's no bed or cot in here. Does Elspeth set up a comfortable place for her to quote unquote sleep? Because again, and I pose this question because it's I'm more curious how close your character mentally is to being a human still. Because again, you don't need comfort to sleep, but you go into torpor, you essentially die for a bunch of hours. You don't even realize that you were asleep. But do you say does Elspeth go sleep on a bed when she goes into torpor usually? Has she ever not done that? What does she do when she steps in and there's really nowhere for her to sleep?
Yeah, she's going to try to make a little sleeping spot, and it doesn't necessarily have to be a bed. Maybe she'll just put some just some blankets in in a corner to designate as a sleeping space. Okay. She is used to still she's not.
Yeah, you're not super old. You're young.
Yeah, exactly. And she's always grown up with the luxuries of life. So this is, she's going to try to make
You've only been kindred for over a year, right? Just over a year. So you are essentially a lick in everybody's eyes. You're brand new. And I mean, we've seen that as we've seen your interaction with your sire and Janet and so on. So you set up a nice little comfortable spot. What are you wearing on this evening? Do you just what is Elspeth's kind of typical attire?
Usually she has some sort of she dresses somewhat fashionable in this dark academia look. So usually dark grays, blacks, dark maroon red skirts with
Does
stockings.
Elspeth have a gothic flair to her attire?
A little gothic, yes. Yes.
Do you feel it in a way, not in a bad way, but do you feel when people meet and speak to Elspeth, do you think that gothic attire almost poetically clashes with your bubbly attitude.
A little bit, yes. She dresses like a goth schoolgirl, kind of. So
Lolita-esque, you think? Like, or like
yes,
not as Lolita-esque.
not as Lolita, but
Sorry, I
more
know there's a
like
lot of clarifying questions, but like I just
no, think like a Harvard school, like kind of school attire, but she has like a gothic flair to it. And like long, and she's probably wearing like a longer trench coat. Again, it's fashionable. It's not like a
no, yeah.
it's a fashionable coat that she
I would
wears.
never expect you, Tracy, to not play a fashionable character.
Of course not. Of course. And also like, again, not like, she's not like Ava wearing heels all the time. She probably has some nice Mary Jane's, like a comfortable, but
you can still be
stylish
fashionable
shoe.
and comfortable, unlike Ava, who is fashionable and uncomfortable.
Uncomfortable. Yeah. Yeah,
no,
exactly.
that makes total sense. So you kind of plop it down and we get this good look at you as you look around. And do we see, like, as you kind of like spin around and our camera kind of gets closer to you, do we see like a look of like, are you frustrated? Does Elspeth see this as an opportunity? Like, what is the visual look as she kind of realizes what her lot in life for the next 6 months is going to be?
Yeah, the first reaction is maybe a bit of frustration and unhappiness, but then a quick shift to optimism and just, all right, well, this is just like a little dorm. And she tries to make the best of it. She starts to unpack some of her things, puts a bed out and tries to make it home.
And oh, they both left. That's fine. I'll look back over because I was like, I'm looking at my notes from last week, but after you spend some time,
if you need something, I just have my camera off because I'm feeding.
Then actually, Maggie, you're the one I need to ask you this question. When the mother arrived, do you remember what you said to her when you sent her down to Elspeth, or did I say Elspeth showed up and said, I'll deal with this?
We were all three there together.
Okay.
And then we were chatting and the door, someone knocked on the door and it was like very angry lady.
Yeah. She was, because she drove up, you heard her car's door slam and you heard her, and she walked up. She's like, which one was it? So you would end up hearing
I think she said like something like, who is the woman who broke my phone? She's like, you owe me a lot of money.
Yeah. And unfortunately, Janet's not here. But Jump Scare James is with his mom, obviously. This
right.
Has Elspeth met Jump Scare James yet?
I remember the name. I think
don't know
we
if
did. I wasn't there for the incident, but
okay.
Oh yeah, and Elspeth also was like, because before Elspeth was telling us about the ring, and
yes,
David and Elspeth were filling Betty in on what like happened with New York because she didn't know any of that.
Yeah, that was the last time you guys got together. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So Elspeth, as you're kind of just plopping down and getting things ready and setting up, maybe you, after you would finish, see, I think there's not much to set up. It's not going to take you long. Do you just kind of pop a book open, or do you just kind of like just take a moment to yourself, spend some time, whatever?
A little solo time. Yeah.
A little solo time.
Yeah.
And you try not to cry. You moved out. You got kicked out of mom's forcefully.
Yeah.
You would eventually, you would eventually hear the voices, obviously, of both Betty and David a few levels up, but another voice forcefully joins the choir. One that you don't necessarily recognize, but maybe you immediately think it's Janet because of how aggressive it is. But as you hear more, you realize it's not Janet's voice. Would you step out, or would you stay in your little storage crate at this point?
I would take a peek.
You open the quote unquote door. And as you do, you actually hear the words a lot clearer because she is not screaming, but she is speaking with tone. And you immediately realize that this woman is the mother of Jump Scare James. And she is rather irate as she is demanding that the two of them up there bring her to where the woman who broke her son's phone is. Because she owes the mother money. Janet is the one who did that. She's not anywhere around. She took the phone she snatched it from his hand, threw it in the water, and I think stepped on it, if I remember correctly. And it doesn't take long before you see David and Betty peering down a couple of layers to you as you're looking up at them. And at some point, because they're going to leave at this point because we're rewinding in time, she is being sent down to you.
Oh, great.
And you see with her is her son, Jump Scare James, a young 18-year-old fresh-faced kid who's just dressed in jeans, t-shirts, and sneakers, has short brown hair, completely clean-shaven, very baby face. And following with a sheepishness that, for those who were here when Jump Scare James was here, he did not have until Janet showed up. That very bombastic content creator attitude vanishes when he's following in tow behind Mommy Dearest. And so Mommy is now marching herself down the scaffolding stairs as Betty, Leon, and David are off to go get a milkshake. And off they go. As she makes her way down, because the other thing was, I think and their characters would in turn canonically think so as well. Janet was going to be here for today, and I think we all forgot, or at least I forgot, Dot was not going to be here. No, because I was in Chicago 2 weekends ago. That was why. Yeah, so they thought Janet was down here probably, did not realize that she was not, went off to go get a milkshake, and this woman comes marching down with her son. So she's like in her early 40s or maybe late 40s at this point. And she says, the first thing she says as she gets down those last stairs to the bottom floor where you are, unless you're going to meet her halfway, I don't want to presume that you make her walk all 3 levels down the quarry. You just see that she got gestured toward you by Betty, and you hear them leaving as she's walking down the scaffolding. So how does Elspeth react to that moment?
The only way I'm gonna have peace is if I deal with this. So
that's very true.
She will she'll make her way up to
so you meet her. You probably meet her on that like 2 floors up. When she sees you approaching her, she stops and she waits the one kind of floor down that she went. And as you're halfway up, she starts kind of barking at you immediately. And the first thing she says to you is, "Who gives you any goddamn right to take property that is not yours and ruin it before realizing and sending a kid home without his phone to contact his mother?"
I am terribly sorry that this happened to you.
So you're gonna immediately. Are you gonna? Okay, yeah. Are you want to roll into? Are you gonna make?
Yep, performance or
yeah. I would say we could do charisma, persuasion, manipulation, persuasion would probably be better here because
that stuff. Because if you aren't, that's going to be really funny.
I mean, you could always rouse the blood. You have any specialties that could help?
My only social performance is poetry. Is my specialty.
Oh my gosh! She just starts walking down the stairs, and you're like, "Hawk, dog maiden!" And you just start yelling like fucking Shakespearean poetry at her. That'd be great. I hope that I actually do that, please.
No, I'm
kind of all for this hot mess. I'm into it.
I have a couple of dots in persuasion and manipulation, so I could or charisma. I have so
yeah. I could see either. I could argue for either manipulation or charisma if there's a better one for you.
I'll do charisma. Charisma persuasion to just
because I do feel like there's a part of your character, like, again, correct me if I'm wrong. To me, we're still early in this campaign. We're 16 episodes of vary a lot. Your character is not purposefully like deceptive often. She's very sweet and just trying to help.
Yes.
Okay, so yeah, manipulation, I can see you're not trying to. You're just trying to like, let me just fix this. I got it. So yeah, charisma works for me.
Yep. Okay.
3 successes. And everybody heal your willpower from last week because I think you guys used a lot of willpower.
We didn't do the
last
start
week.
of
The 2 of you don't need to make me a rouse check, but I do need Tracy to make me a rouse check for today.
Okay, got it. Let's just roll this. Okay, so I get hungrier.
Okay, so
I'm a hunger too. Yeah.
You want to just reroll one of your failures as a hunger dice?
Yeah, let's reroll.
Because then otherwise you really only should have one probably. So yeah, just give me 1 d10 reroll. Okay, so it's just did it succeed? Wait.
No, I rolled a 1 on the die.
Okay, you rolled a 1. Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. That's fine. So you had 3 successes, and you can re-roll 1 of those dice with a willpower if you care.
Nah, I'll stick with what I get.
And so you continue. So she rants off at you like, "How dare you? Property isn't yours. Send a like child home without a way to contact his mother."
I'm so sorry. I know that my friends were there and an incident had occurred, and we want to make it right. So
An incident occurred. You took my son's very expensive phone that I got him for his birthday, threw it into water, and cracked his screen. Do you know how much that is going to take me to fix? Do you know what, in this economy?
I understand. I've been using the same Samsung Galaxy 18, they're at 20 now, 24. So I understand that, in this economy, it's hard. But I think we need to make it right. We do.
She just immediately just says, "You're damn right. You need to make it right. You need to pay for the repairs of this phone or buy him a new phone."
We're not sponsored by Samsung, but if you'd like to sponsor us, we're open to you.
Totally open to it.
Okay. Do I?
Do you have points and resources?
I don't, but Janet does.
Yes, Janet does. Yes.
Can I?
They are part of a coterie now.
Well, I technically.
Yeah. Technically, yeah, they are. But the humans don't know that.
I want.
Now, you have abilities too. You could. I'm curious what you want to do here.
I want to take some of Janet's money. She's not here, and she's the one that made this problem.
Okay,
I'm
how
sure
are you going to do that?
She will not be upset if I take a little bit of cash to buy a brand new phone.
Her door is locked. How are you going to do that?
We're going to break in.
All right, yeah. So what do you say there? You're like, "I will go get you some money. Be right back."
Yes. Let's go to the Apple store or wherever you want to go and get a brand new phone.
I do not want some stranger I met at a quarry in my car. You will give me the money, and I'll be on my way. And I won't contact my lawyer.
Okay. We don't want any legal situation involved. So we'll make this right. Give me 1 sec. I'll go get some cash.
You make your way down the last two, back down there. She doesn't come down with you. She stays up there. Dexterity larceny check, please, as you're going to attempt to break into.
Yes.
You can rouse the blood if you want.
I am going to rouse.
Add 2d10 to this.
Let's see. Rouse. Oh, why is it not? Oh, I have to log in. Okay, let's just roll a d.
No, you have to log in. Take your time. Log in.
Okay.
It'll be easier for you if you just get logged in.
Yes. I don't know why Demiplane is not letting me roll rouse because I have to. Yeah, let me do that really quick. Okay. I just rolled 1 success, so I don't get hungrier. Let me just log myself in so I have my full character sheet. Oh dear, this is taking a minute.
You're fine.
Okay, there we go. Now Dex. So okay, I have break-in as a stealth specialty.
Yeah, so you get an additional breaking in. Yes, that you're literally breaking in.
There
You're
is
a bunch of thieves.
reason for this.
You're a bunch of
Yes.
degenerates.
Elspeth has, as a Sandman.
You don't know who you're made out of.
Yeah.
That's true. Because of the way we both feed, probably best that we know how to break into people's places.
That's why everybody's like, why does this schoolgirl have break-in as a special? There are lore accurate reasons why she has.
We'll learn in time. We'll learn in time. This coterie still doesn't even trust each other, really.
Yes.
You guys are. It's taking a lot longer for you guys to come together with as glue,
So
but in a very believable, enjoyable way.
Okay, so 3 successes total.
Okay.
That's
Here's the
not
thing.
bad.
Janet has not upped her security in any way yet. You've not been there yet long enough for that to have been done. So it doesn't take you all that long to pop a very simple lock on a fucking storage crate. You pop it, probably surprising yourself how quickly that came loose. And the door creaks open. And Janet is packed with stuff, obviously. I don't really fully remember how she described it, but I need a wits investigation now as you go through her shit.
Okay. investigation and wits. Let's see. Investigation, wits, roll. Ooh,
Wow, nice. 3 successes. And you can re-roll one of them, but you don't have to.
I'll stick with that.
So 3 successes. You spend about maybe 5 or so minutes looking around before you pull out. You find enough, I'd say, just straight cash that you can give her like I'd say 1,000 probably.
I was gonna say them smartphones are
phone,
expensive.
Yeah.
So
I know Dot's going to probably say something like she doesn't keep that much cash, but for the sake of this, she does in this moment. Can you make a note that you have taken 1 point of resources from Dot?
oh,
Just
Janet's gonna be
temporarily.
pissed.
Just temporarily. It's just $1,000. It's a minimum.
Okay. 1 point of
Minimum
resources
1 point.
from Janet. Sorry,
Yeah.
Janet. And as she's stealing it, like Elspeth will actually say that out loud. She's like, "I'm so sorry, Janet." Like she feels
I owe you,
bad.
I owe you, I owe you, I owe you.
She feels bad, but like
Yeah, it's not like it's a thick wad of money. It's 10 $100 bills. You just grab a bunch of hundreds. It's all. She keeps big bills. Yeah, you probably feel guilty as shit.
My humanity's 7.
Okay, nah, that's just fine. If it was an 8, I would have maybe had you take a stain for like stealing from your friend.
Michael Conda.
But no, you can do worse than that. So you get it after 5 minutes, and do you just nonchalantly walk up there and you count it out in front of her?
Yep, I take the wad of cash, count the hundreds, the Benjamins, and
As you hand it to her, she says, "This better not be blood money.
Have you seen
Drug dealing from this abandoned quarry way out in Waltham?
I beg your pardon?
Or counterfeit. I'll rat you out immediately."
You can go ahead and check and if you need to and come back.
As you say that mid-sentence, she snatches the money out of your hand in the most aggressive way. And as you try to wrap the sentence up, she goes, "Let's go, James. We're leaving." Okay, yeah. Thanks, Mom. Thank you. Yeah, well, I have more to say to you in the car, mister. And they start walking, and she kind of gives them a little shove forward, and they start walking up the stairs. Elspeth doesn't even finish the sentence as she walks away. Honestly, dealt with that in a much smoother way than I anticipated. I wasn't sure how you're gonna. Stealing from Janet is honestly not what I expected, but I love that. They walk out the gate. You can hear her berating her son until they eventually get to the car and they get inside of it, and they drive off, leaving you alone for about, I think you have like in game, you have like an hour and a half, not long before they all come back, minus Leon. He gets dropped off. So you have an hour. Okay, what does else? You go back to your crate and just chill? Do you lock up Janet's door on your way back down just to make sure?
Just keep it. Yeah, lock it up. Go back to her room and journal a bit. Just reflecting on the events that have happened thus far, and that this is not what she expected as coming into this new life as a Hecata. She feels like she has a greater purpose, and now she's dealing with helping some kid get a new phone that we stepped like this is not
the glamorous vampire life you were promised.
This is not the like researching the dead and speaking with ghosts and things like that she's really interested in. So yeah, she's just reflecting on that, and she's not happy.
Sure. As you sit in your storage crate, maybe ruminating or pacing or whatever it is you're doing, can you just give me a quick wits awareness check?
Oh, yes. Okay.
Wow. 4 successes. What a roll. As you spend like maybe 40 minutes, just like kind of just trying to settle yourself down, there is a moment where, much like last time, as you're kind of maybe fiddling with the ring or, what have you, as out of just in your peripheral vision, it just looks like the ring itself is looking at you. But as you snap your head over to look, not that it moves, it doesn't move. Just when you lay eyes on it fully, it's not looking at you at all. You're not entirely sure if it's your own just stressed out nature or just having a new ring that's a face on your finger that's kind of creeping you out, whatever the case may be. But it's the only thing that really happens in this time. You have an hour and a half. You have the inscription, and I do not know. I'll leave it up to Bub, but if David has books with Latin or some sort of Latin translation book,
Greek.
or it's ancient. It was Latin, right? Not yeah, because that's what
Greek.
it used in,
It was Greek.
Greek, ancient Greece. Yeah,
It was Greek. Yeah.
ancient Greek. That's why I was like confused. Yeah, I don't know if David would have that, or if Elspeth would think to even look. But that's just like you don't have a lot to do in here, so I feel like it would eventually cross your mind.
Yeah. Her plan is to go to a library, like a campus university.
Oh well, this is a library. David wants to take everybody to.
Yes. So she's probably going to wait because I figured David might be interested in going to the library. So she ruminates a bit on that ring, but she already knows, she has in her mind, okay. I'm gonna take this somewhere to get it translated.
Right, so you don't go into David's hole and like look for a book.
No.
So hour and a half or so passes before Betty and David we hard cut into your vehicle. As you're rolling up, you dropped off Leon on the way there. You have an unconscious girl in the back seat. And you're rolling up or rather, Leon would have dropped you off, right? Because it's his car. So the car would have rolled up. You would have stepped out as you take the woman out from the back seat, Betty, or David does, whoever carries her. And you get out of the car. With Magpie would have stayed with Leon because he's the ghoul of him now. And you would hear them, Elspeth. You would hear the car doors open, shut. And I don't know if you would hear a lot of conversation out of them because I don't know what they would have said to each other. I'm kind of moving the scene here so we can have that conversation here. Because the milkshake place wasn't all that far, if I remember correctly. It was like 15 minutes away or something like that.
Right.
Elspeth, as you maybe step out because you hear them like, oh shit, people are here. I can finally not be alone. You look up, and as you make your way up, you can see David and Betty have an unconscious body with them. And you see Elspeth making her way up the stairs, joining you guys up at the top of the quarry.
Like, oh, you guys are back. Oh, what? And like, she's just like, oh, finally, like some peace, and like we can just hang out.
Easy. She's still wearing like her fast food joint kind of uniform. Young girl in her 20s.
Oh my gosh. What? Why do you have this person? What's going on?
What do David and Betty look like right now?
Not confused. I don't think David's confused. I think he probably looks to Betty as in like, maybe you can explain. And he kind of has that I'm going to put her down somewhere vibe. So
and where does David go with her? Just so we can, as we watch him walk away, where is he taking her?
There's not any place soft to put her down because he doesn't have anything in his crate. I guess where
there's somewhere soft in Elspeth's. She just gave herself a nice soft little.
Oh, then I think you might even ask Elle. Elle, is there someplace that I can lay her down?
And before you get mad or anything, we have a guest. It wasn't optional.
Okay. I made a little bed for myself down in my crate. So if we want to take her down there, that should be fine.
That should be perfect.
Okay.
And David walks off to take her down there, making his way down the scaffolding. And we have just leaving Betty and Elspeth alone together for now.
So
Betty, how do you are you just like smiling? Is Betty like, that was wild?
Pretty much. But I think Betty pulls out like something from either like a cigarette or something from her cart and is just like taking it in.
Okay.
And as I see, is that what you're doing? Is you're like struggling? You're just like, okay.
Yeah.
I think Betty just takes like a puff of her cigar or cigarette and says,
dude, cigar, fuck it. Betty reaches into her fucking shopping cart, pulls out a half-smoked cigar.
Just like the small bit of it.
Yeah, literally like, the butt end of it. And you just like, she lights it up and just this old woman smoking some nasty old cigar.
All I really know is that her name's Liz, and she works at that Milky Way diner down the road.
And what happened to Liz?
Well, It was more like what happened to all of us. The universe tried to fold us into an origami swan of some type or something. I think she prefers to not die, and I think all of us already are dead, so we'd rather not die again.
Okay. Well, that sounds like an interesting experience. And so you took her in or took care of her. Is there something? Look, I just dealt with one of our problems of jump scare James and his mother and gave them some money for a new phone, and that is done, dealt with. Does this mean we have like another problem we have to deal with, like this girl Liz? And
David, I imagine your character comes back at this
Yes,
point. And you're muted, Bubs. And
Probably something that we need to deal with, of course, but I think we need more information from her. Perhaps maybe she's one of those magic types like that magpie person.
I've
Is
laid
that
her
what-
down in your bed.
okay. So when she wakes up, you guys suspect she might have something to do with whatever you just experienced?
That's what I'm assuming.
Are you guys
but
okay? Are you good?
I think she owes us milkshakes.
That too. Very much owes us some milkshakes.
Okay. Okay, so Liz, the diner girl, you guys had a weird experience. Some bad things happened.
I suppose you want more details. There was some gentleman who came into the milkshake place. He had some kind of phone or something, like that jump scare James kid with the phone, these people in their boxes. I don't know what's going on with that, but something happened with his hand. It got all weird, and then the whole place was strange, and she ran out the door, and so we ran out the door. I don't know. It was a whole thing, but I think something's coming for us. Elspeth, something doesn't want us here. And by us, I mean us, like the kindred folk.
Okay. Something is coming for you. What makes you think that?
It said it.
It said it?
What did it say, David? What was the words it used?
It did not use words. It spoke in rhythm. It spoke with music.
Spoke with the music.
It said that we were not perfect.
I wouldn't call that music. It was awful.
I would say for you, Elspeth, an intelligence occult role is, as they kind of describe it, available, but it would require an extremely high number of successes. I'll let you know right now.
I have a specialty in ghosts. I assume I cannot
That does
use
not
that.
help. Nope. Unfortunately, that does not help at all.
I'm gonna rouse.
After all, I do think cardboard might have some logic here.
Okay. I'm at hunger 3. Let's add an extra die to this roll. 3
Yikes.
successes.
That's good. Not enough to know what the fuck they're talking about, but it's good. Good roll. You could reroll 2 for the
Yeah,
willpower. I don't know how
think-
much you care.
I'm quite interested, so I'm gonna
You can reroll me 2.
reroll 2 dice.
Oh wow.
So 4 successes.
No, 5, right? That's a crit.
Yes. Yes.
Because you critted. You technically critted now.
Let's go.
All right. So you don't know nothing. As they explain it, kind of, I imagine, just as well as they can in a way that the recap kind of helped explain. First, immediately, that has nothing to do. That does not sound like any sort of vampire magic at all. That's not blood magic. That's not even thin blood alchemy, as far as you understand. And it's certainly not anything that speaking with the dead has anything to do with, which leaves options outside of that. You've seen Magpie do some stuff. The closest thing you could probably reach to is what your sire has taught you very slightly about, which would be mages. She probably called them mages as well. And what you do know is that there are humans out there that have access to what your sire described as the magic of reality. And she never really went beyond that. You're not even sure if she knows much more beyond that. And they're talking about reality folding on itself. That sounds very mage-y to you. Yeah.
Okay, I think you're right. On the right track here, Betty. Thinking it's something to do with like what Magpie has, but stronger. It's definitely, you're right. If they don't want anything to do with kindred, and they say allegedly, according to you, that we're not.
Make me another. Sorry, I know you're just. Make me one more intelligence occult roll, please.
Okay, I'm not gonna add to this. Ooh. One success.
One success. You could re-roll one of them.
Just one.
Like,
yeah.
I would say you are, with one success, you are not 100% certain, but you have an inkling or a feeling that Magpie isn't actually like a mage. Like the reality magic bender kind of like description that your sire's given does not, as you've seen more and more of Magpie's work, Magpie does not seem to come across as that. So that's as you're talking about having rolled 5 successes for the previous one, and now thinking about Magpie's bring up, which is why I made you roll again. I think you would have. I think Elspeth would have an inkling that Magpie isn't an actual like mage, whatever term you want to call for the call a mage. I think your sire probably would have used a proper term for them, like mage.
Actually, this goes beyond Magpie. This is something totally different or outside of his purview. I think this is not magic. This is not something that our kind does. This could potentially be the work of a mage.
Oh, great. Now we have magical beings in the mix.
Betty, do you have any knowledge in occult at all?
No.
Do you have any in academics at all?
Let's see. No.
What's your straight intelligence?
It is just 2 bubbles. 2 bubs.
Cool. Yeah, to you, mages, Magpie, they're all the fucking same. They all do things that are weird. What about you, David? Do you have any points in occult at all?
One.
I would have answered very different if I had.
I have 2 in academics.
2 in academics. I would allow that with you. Betty gets it for a different reason, but I would allow that with you for another different reason. What's your intelligence at?
2.
2? You can give me an intelligence academics check. If you want, Betty, you could roll me 2 intelligence and you might crit.
Sure. I'm hopped up. Maybe we'll see.
2 successes.
I doubt it though.
It's all to you. I mean, obviously there's a difference. It's not like you're like, there's no difference. Yeah. Oh man, you got close though. But yeah, none of you, the 2 of you wouldn't be able to know. You wouldn't know the difference between mages, Magpie, any of that shit. That's all the same to you.
I didn't think I would have.
But you never, there's always, dice might tell a different story, sometimes.
I can't believe you all encountered potentially a mage.
Well, if that's what they encountered, the girl that they have is potentially the mage. Now, you wouldn't know anything about...
Encountered, you mean is laying in your bed right now?
That's kind of scary to think about.
That would be very... I think your sire would have taught you that they're dangerous. They're dangerous. You don't fuck with mages. You don't fuck with werewolves.
Yeah.
Vampires are bottom of the fucking super's totem pole. Maybe next to changelings, arguably.
We should maybe let her leave. I don't think we should have her here.
Oh no, I think it is fine. If
she wakes up and starts shifting reality again, we could all turn into soup.
No, I think that I broke it, or I made it different.
How did you break it?
I saw a different shape, and I made it a different shape with my hands, and it stopped screaming.
Interesting. And I guess we're also not it's not confirmed that she could be the one. You said there was another individual that was in the room.
Well, the singing didn't quite come from her. It came from a sewer grate. Yes, singing sewer grates. It's a thing.
Eddie's the best, worst storyteller.
Okay. I see.
Did she lie?
She says, not seeing.
Yeah. All right. Well, maybe we should just take some precautions when she wakes up, if she wakes up. That I don't really
maybe
know.
We should tie her up, or where's this going exactly?
Maybe, yes, but I'm not sure if like they necessarily need like their hands. They could be some sort of somatic, or verbal, I should say, to make whatever weird shifts in reality.
So like ball gag her and tie her up, like the whole shebang. Is that what you're looking for?
That may be a good option, just for safety precautionary measures. Yeah. I don't know. I don't really know how this works, but I would say that's a good start. And if we want to ask questions, maybe we do some sort of, I don't know, miming or something. I just don't trust that we don't want the whole quarry to be affected.
Mathas, above board, you said that there was some of whatever that thing was that sort of stuck with David. Does David have any inkling of anything at all? Just nothing.
No,
Okay.
Not right now.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, so who's doing that? You want to get on that, Mr. Fever Dream?
Who's tying her up?
I don't understand why we must tie her. And you said to gag her, but when Janet comes back,
these
will she not
things
be
that-
angry with us?
Well, she probably will be
True.
angry, and it's probably a little scared too. But we can deal with that part. I
mean,
think Elspeth is more scared of what might happen if she starts babbling words or moving her hands all crazy and casting magic. I don't really know how magic works. That's my assumption
if it's a
based
risk
on
we
what she just said.
want to take, then we could just talk to her when she wakes up. But I don't know if I want to take that risk. Just saying.
Maybe bringing her back here was a mistake.
I would say so. Yeah, you should just let her be on her way.
Well, it is daylight soon.
Maybe we throw her. Oh, shoot. You're right. Maybe just throw her out in the dumpster somewhere or something. And she could wake up and just. We should just get rid of her. Yes. Just get rid of her.
That would be
But don't
rude
we want to talk to
leave
her,
in a
figure out
dumpster.
what's going on?
And Betty was very angry with me for writing her name on a dumpster. Why would this woman be
Well,
happy
the
with me
writing
doing
my
the
name
same?
on a dumpster, David, is a different situation than this. Basically, I don't want people to be able to find me. But it was
Sure.
helpful for me finding you, so it worked for this scenario. But I usually just don't tell people my name. I come up with a fun name, something that I like people to think my name is, you know? Maybe we should have a code name for you to call me if you want to write my name on dumpsters. I do like a good dumpster graffiti.
This seems very complicated. Why can I not call you Betty?
Because there are people who don't like me.
Then maybe you should make them like you.
Well, it would be nice if we could just make everyone like you, and I have tried to make some people like me, but it doesn't always work like that.
Then I think you should practice just being more likable.
I'll work on that one.
Okay. So do we have a consensus that we let her go? Because if she wakes up in the daylight, we might all be in big trouble. We only have a few more hours of the evening.
Well, if you let her go now, then we won't get our answers, and maybe she'll turn into some weird octagonal thing on her own.
You said she works at the diner, right? We could just go back to the diner.
But what if she never comes back to the diner? What
She
if she
seems,
turns into whatever that goop stuff was?
she seems to be having a life and living a life here in Boston. So,
Well, not for long.
She seemed very scared
Threat?
when she saw the man's body. When his body
Okay.
began to change. And
maybe this is a new thing for her.
Oh, she was running, so I'm assuming so as well. She wasn't going like, "Oh, come here, octagonal weird shaped things.
she
Take
did not say
me."
that. I was right there.
Okay. So this might be a new thing for her. Maybe she's scared. It's true. She could run away from home. I don't know. I'm not good at this stuff.
I love that, as the camera was like kind of slowly rotating around the three of you as you're all talking, we do see Elspeth for a minute. She's like, okay, maybe we can. And then just the breakdown of like,
Yeah.
I'm so young. She's like,
Then
I don't know. Like
why-
the facade falls away immediately in this kind of young, childish way.
Why do I not just do what? Nope. I think I have an answer. I overheard Magpie, and I think I have an answer. Give me a moment. I will be
Oh.
back.
Okay.
David
Well,
going.
now I'm a little afraid
David's-
and also a little curious.
David's gonna go down
so-
to where she was like sleeping, and
Betty's
He-
gonna follow you.
overheard some of the communication between like where Magpie thought he was speaking to Leon like in hushed tones about blood and about the importance of blood and how blood makes things easier, and has seen how Janet makes things easier, especially with like the boys.
Mhm.
So if he's under the assumption that blood makes things easier and it can build relationships, David's just going to give some of his blood to her.
Are you gonna ghoul her? Is that what
Oh.
you're trying to do?
I don't think he
It doesn't-
understands what that
doesn't-
means.
And yeah, and he has to do it 2 more times if it's a full ghoul, but it will
Okay.
give her I'd say temporary, just for the sake of this, like a little bit rapid healing. And maybe an affinity for David in some way. She doesn't know why, probably just because he's handsome. But so you go to give her a point of blood. It's not instantaneous as she like gasps for air. Do you
Sure.
just give it to her and wait in there with her? What does David want to do? And how does he give it to her and leave? Does he let the other two know?
I don't think he's going to say anything. Like, even if Betty's going to follow, David doesn't like wait. He,
Oh no,
Just
Betty's
uses his
just following you
natural-
out of like curiosity. That's what she-
you'd probably come into at this point, I think into Elspeth's trailer or her pod, and you'll see that David is like, has her head tilted up with one hand and his wrist to her mouth, and is just like, this is what we do, right? Like it's
You
sort of
both
like a,
are aware of like the ramifications. Obviously, Betty, more so because you've been around a lot longer. But one of the first things you were taught was you don't just give your blood to humans because it's addicting worse than any drug on the street. So you walk into that, both Elspeth and Betty, as you make your way down. You open the door to
Yeah, are you
your
following
pod,
me, Elspeth?
and that's what you said. Like, are you going to follow Betty down there? Yeah.
Okay.
You go into your pod, Elspeth, and as you
I-
do, you see him feeding her some blood.
As I see you doing that, David, I'm like,
Well, that's one choice you're making, and it might not be the best one. But who am I to say? I'm trying to be more likable.
Whoa. David, you sure you want to do that?
Why
That
would
could-
I not be sure? This is what Janet did with the
Well,
boys.
There are repercussions for ghouling someone if that's what you're. That's what it looks like you're doing right there.
This is what Leon did with Magpie, and now Magpie has become more likable as well.
Oh boy, this is not this teaching moment.
Not wrong though.
There's
It's not
a moment.
wrong.
Does Elspeth say that out loud? Like, oh god, this is not the
yeah,
best teaching moment.
Yeah,
we just have that moment of like we're just like on a profile shot of the scene, just like a beat of awkward silence as he's just holding his wrist, looking at you like, what, like not really understanding, because true, he doesn't really
he
understand.
learned.
It's like Magpie called it Jesus blood, and nobody really, everybody's like, it's not Jesus blood, but nobody explained why. Yeah, David has a very, very basic understanding, and it's a stark reminder to Betty and Elspeth of just, right, he knows very little here.
that puts me at 2 hunger.
Just know, David, that this is not something you should take lightly. I know that it happened to Magpie and the boys, but it is very, very specific scenarios that you should do this to somebody that you really, really want to make a connection with, because this is like, this blood, our vitae, is very addicting. Not in a positive way a lot of times. There's a lot of benefits, but there's a lot of downsides.
Magpie referred to it as Jesus blood.
Well,
That
something like that. It does heal people.
Then where is the lack of benefit?
All right, listen up, little wingspan. Ghouling, it's not just sharing a drink with someone and, it's more like leashing someone's body to you. Do you understand that? Like if you had a pet dog and you were tethering it to you.
No, I've never had a pet dog.
Okay, well.
I've never had a pet anything.
Your turn, Elspeth.
Betty just like, oh, well, that's it. I'm out. Well, she steps out of the pod.
She's not leaving. She's just like...
Then is this like...
She's finishing. You're just smoking the last of that cigar in the pod.
Then
yeah.
Is this like how your sires are with you?
Kind of. I mean,
yes.
you get stronger. They're going to heal. They're going to stop aging a little bit. It sounds great and fun, but until you remember, they need your blood to keep going. Or if they miss a dose, they're going to start falling apart mentally, physically, spiritually. Like a puzzle piece, just like scattered around amongst the world. They can go a little mad. Just a little bit.
Then I should not give it to her more?
Correct.
Well, depends on if you want her to be ghouled to you and tethered to you or not. So if you do want her to be your little pet forever, basically, then
Technically,
yes.
I was wrong. You only need to feed from it once and you become a ghoul's immortal. Sorry.
David kind of like,
okay.
But it's 30 days. 30 days. It's a 30-day timer. And then...
he does this like
And then
small
it's-
lean in for a
okay.
moment.
If I keep giving her blood, will she make me more shakes?
Yeah, probably.
Yes.
I mean,
Then I am happy
if you
with
tell
this
her
decision.
to make you a shake, she's going to.
I think this is fine, especially if she can make it with more than cookies and cream.
Well, just remember that you have to keep feeding her, otherwise,
Take a
she
stain,
might
David.
get violent or
David.
whatever it may be.
David,
Don't
take
ma-
a stain.
Don't make a habit of this, please. This is bad. Elspeth is like, I have a bad feeling about this, but let's it happen.
All right. It's just 30 days for now.
You
Just
both
let- I mean,
seem
there's
so concerned. I don't... if this is going to help her, then why is it a bad thing?
If we wanted to help everybody, we would have a bunch of people running around doing our bidding and answering us by we giving them our blood. That's just
But that's not helping
right.
people.
Elspeth, you said it was addicting, more addicting, and more addicting than a drug, right? You said that.
I did say
Yeah.
it's mhm.
Yeah, and I said people can go crazy,
Yeah,
basically.
yeah. Well, yeah. Yes, that's very true. But just say that.
It's just I think it's something.
You're kind of changing them, David. You're rewriting them. You're making them into your own little art piece. Does that make more sense to you? They're no longer who they were before if you keep giving them your blood.
We are no longer who we once were every time we meet someone new. What makes
Yes,
us
but this
any
is a
different?
very different thing. You get a choice and an option of who you are becoming based on your experiences and your decisions.
No, we do not.
You are inflicting your own upon them.
Tomorrow, when I reawaken at night and I meet someone new, and I do not have a choice or agency over whom I meet, it doesn't matter what I wish for. It just simply happens.
Yes, but this is like having a child. You have a new responsibility, a person you have to look out for, because if you don't, it will come back on you.
Do you want do either of you inform him it's also technically illegal?
Also,
I don't mind
yes.
about that part as much.
You know how we're kind of on a probation right now with Ms. Bosley? Like this is like one of those things that we could get in big trouble for. It's a not okay. You have to get permission.
Everything
As a-
you are saying makes no sense, and it contradicts itself. You cannot simply say to do what you say and not what you do, because each of you are doing the same thing. I'm watching it with Magpie. I've now seen it with the boys. And if it is about protecting makes everyone children, then I will protect each of you, and that would make you my children. None of you make sense.
I didn't say
connecting the
anything about
dots.
protecting. Nothing about protecting.
A lot. Oh man, I am really bad at this.
I don't know. How did Elspeth think about, what did she think about turning Magpie into a ghoul? Because that wasn't Elspeth's decision, obviously. Because he's
Also,
right. They turned Magpie into a ghoul.
here's
They're
another way
hypocrite.
to put
It
it.
can be seen as hypocritical.
But dear David, you are giving them power and you're taking their freedom in one breath.
I have taken nothing from them, but afforded them a
No,
chance
you
to
think
heal.
you have taken nothing from them, but you have. Yes, you are giving them power, you're giving them healing, but you are also taking from them.
I know it doesn't fully make sense. A lot of times in life, we make choices that don't make sense, and it's not a good thing. But these guidelines, like, yes, Janet had very specific permissions that she was allowed to make her children her ghouls. The magpie situation, that wouldn't be my first choice. Much like what you're doing right now would not be my first choice, because sometimes in life we make decisions that are not necessarily the smartest, but we learn from them. But sometimes they can be prevented by just like a teaching moment. If that all makes sense, I'm trying to explain it, and
I understand you, but I also recognize the implications of the consequences that are afforded to me. And
Well,
any other
then
time,
you will be a
I would
barbecue
do-
to the prince, and that is your decision.
I know
is
it is
what
very difficult for
Elspeth
you
is
to
saying.
afford the stage for other people to talk, Betty. But despite your size, you are still so very loud.
Well, I'm just trying to make it clear to you. But it's your ashes.
You're right. They are mine, and of my choices, and of my consequences. And if I were to step back 10 to 15 minutes, I would do the same thing, because it means helping someone, not taking advantage of them, and to not remove something from them, like choice. Yes, she may be harmed after, but I will help her then too, because it is in my nature.
Whatever you're saying, David, just letting you know you are stealing her choices, even though you think you are not. But
Has anybody explained
alas,
to
I have
David,
said my words, and Betty will kind of leave the room.
has anybody explained to David that ghouling also forces them to love you no matter what?
I mean, that Betty was trying to explain that.
Not quite, but yeah.
I just don't know what conversations have been had before and what haven't.
You know what? David will learn.
Okay. So you obviously, like, does that, the conversation kind of ends there? Does you both step away? I mean, it doesn't take long. It takes you maybe 9 seconds to feed her a point of blood, which is going to take some time for her to come back from anyway, because she just got fed from. It's kind of a weird situation she finds herself in where she's healing, but she's also in a very muddy headspace from being from the kiss effect itself, a supernatural kind of overwhelming of the senses. Once all of that is done, and the night does kind of begin to dwindle toward its end, and the morning does kind of begin to creep on it. Where does Betty go? Does she stay here? I mean, technically, there's an open spot in Janet's place, but you could stay in either of them. Or does
I don't think
Betty
so.
stay
Betty's
elsewhere?
gonna go out and probably get some food and pass out somewhere.
What's everybody's hunger at right now?
2.
3.
Okay.
Ooh.
Anybody's at 3, you run the risk of waking up and being hungry. So if there's a feeding you'd like to do,
Boy.
yeah, you run a particular issue. Betty, you can roll me your regular roll for feeding. You're pretty straightforward, and you're not restricted to feeding in like garbage areas like they are. So you're actually way easier to feed.
Betty and I actually, we could do a run, because Betty and I have the same feeding type of Sandman.
Yeah, but you have a bite that hurts.
I know. So I do want to go feed. But I'm not gonna go feed in
Well, last time you fed on your safe feeding, the person that Janet allows you to feed on.
Yeah, it was a bit ago. I don't think I'm gonna go back there.
Okay.
I would like to go elsewhere and feed.
Yikes.
Oh, Betty.
Oof.
All right.
You technically just need to roll 1 success because you're going and feeding a normal area, but Jesus, that was close.
That was like how many dice I have. That was an awful roll.
That was a garbage roll. So Elspeth, where do you go? I mean, you have technically, you have the woman that you all kidnapped lying there. She's not going to go anywhere, or you can lock the door so she can't, in case it does wake her up. But other than that, you have the woman, obviously Janet's mom. But you said you don't want to go there for fair reasons. If
Mhm.
you can only hunt in some Waltham areas, which restricts where you can even go. Anywhere outside of that is considered poaching because you're technically breaking the rules, and there will be a role to make sure you don't get spotted if you decide to. You're in a very peculiar and particular situation right now. Your other options are, um, you could, I mean, it would be difficult. You wouldn't have a lot of, you don't have a lot of time actually right now. It's like you could probably negotiate for a blood bag from someone, but that
Mhm.
requires a few hours of looking around to find somebody, and it's the end of the night. Obviously, you can risk going into 4 as well, but that's unless you have something in mind that breaking into somebody's home, and like basically feeding
That
them with an inch of their life so they don't wake up. You know what I
that
mean?
is
Like,
usually like Elspeth's MO is to break into somebody's home, feed on them while they're sleeping. They wake up and like freak
they
out, and
always wake up.
she vanishes. She has obfuscate thanks to Sandman.
Yep.
She like vanishes before
They
they
see
can
you.
figure out what the hell happened.
But that so here's the so
It is risky.
here's the issue with that. Beyond the fact that they don't see you, it leaves them with 2 bite marks on their neck. You need to lick the wound close. Without it, that's masquerade breach. Literally 2 giant puncture marks. Granted, one time occurrence likely isn't going to flag anything necessarily, but if it's a pattern,
Yeah, I don't like that. Unless I stick
sorry, I'm that
around.
guy.
No, this is all important things to consider. The
They
only
have
thing I can say is she sticks around and tries to
I mean,
close the wound
yeah,
with
I mean, yeah,
like
absolutely.
with
You could still
obfuscate.
try. Like, you are still a kindred. You are still stronger. You would still you could still probably overpower them, or there's a number of things you could potentially do. I just want to know: are you gonna look for like a house? What are you looking for? Like, who is your target victim? I know they have to be asleep, obviously, but you're clearly looking for somebody who has a room that you can kind of like prevent them from leaving, essentially.
It would be a house, and that is not like a complex or it's not like apartment complex because it runs the risk of noise and other people
Sure.
hearing. So she would find a house secluded, probably a single person who doesn't
Yep.
have a partner that they're with, and
Just make me your Sandman roll, and that'll
yes,
determine your discovery of them.
which is the same as Betty. So
Yep.
Dex Stealth. And I do, yeah. So that's why I have that break in. Uh, can I use the break in specialty for this role?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
I'll allow.
Okay. 1 success. Yeah, these hunger die.
That's fine. One success for a lock in this part of like town is easy. It pops a deadbolt rather easily. There you can, as you open the door and kind of step into the tiled floor that leads into their living room kitchen combo, you can smell the leftover ramen noodles that are sat on the counter. You make your way to the back room and you see this, mid-40s guy who's just asleep, still in his his work jeans, his t-shirt's off, and he's just stomach down, face on his side, snoring. Almost louder than the TV or the TV with YouTube videos playing in the background mindlessly. As you walk, yeah.
I should note also, when Elspeth does this, she assumes like almost a different identity. She wears like a hood, like she kind of looks like a criminal a little bit.
Sure,
but
yeah,
she's not
yeah.
in her normal like cutesy like attire and everything. She's like, this is time to feed and like break it.
This is
So
a very serious business.
Yeah, so she looks totally different.
Okay. So you walk up to this guy, he's sleeping. Do you do any preparation before you feed? You like attempt to tie him down without waking him up? Do you like, that kind of thing? Or do you just like,
yeah, that's honestly, it's knowing the ramifications of her feeding. She is going to do some preparing, like tying them down.
Okay. I need you if you're gonna do some tying down. You look around, open some drawers, look at like whatever. You find some rope that you don't want to know why is in there. As you pull it out, you see it's like a purple colored, and you're like, oh yeah, okay.
God.
But
yeah.
you need to tie him down without actually waking him up. So Delph. Jesus Christ, am I okay? Am I having a stroke? Dex Stealth, please.
Dex, stealth. Oh Lord. All right.
It's the first roll.
This is all hunger die I'm rolling.
Oh no, that's not good. All right, well, let me make. He could fail as well. He's
That's
sleeping. He does not fail.
fuck.
So, as you like go to tie as like we'll say leg down first or whatever, it doesn't really matter. You immediately hear him go. You have time to react. What do you do?
I am going to try to obfuscate
Is it
his
the free
mind.
one where you just don't move?
Cloak, yeah, I don't move. I stay completely still. Cloak of Shadows.
Okay. Does it say he gets an opposed roll? Is this? I can't remember if this level 1 has an opposed roll or if it's completely invisible
He's
just as long as you
mortal
don't
though,
move.
right?
He's mortal. That's why I'm because I don't. That's what I'm asking. Like I don't know if he's
not.
immortal, so usually they don't.
Regular obfuscate.
It's like level 1. Don't. What's a cloak of shadows? Let me look it up.
A vampire was.
I don't think so.
Okay. No, I think it doesn't say.
It's automatic.
Yeah, it's automatic.
Okay, cool. So you just cloak and he looks around. You're holding the rope, so like the rope goes invisible with you. He like looks over to his leg, kind of groggily, kind of confused. Takes a minute and like grabs his phone. You see him scroll. You see him click a video. The video on the TV changes. He plops the phone next to him. He scratches his ass, scratches the back of his back, and after a few more minutes, he finally falls back asleep. You don't need it's a free power, right? You don't need to rouse check that. Okay. What do you do? Do it again?
Continues to move in slowly and tries again.
Okay. Give me a dex and stealth check again if you can try and tie him down again.
Come on, nice. Oh man, this hunger die are killing me.
2 successes. All right.
Okay. I'm gonna try again. 2 successes.
I always give players the tiebreaker. So while he may grumble or groan occasionally, you're able to get you're able to move stealthy enough where he doesn't hear you, but you still need to make me a dex athletics check, I think is the one I want.
Okay.
Acrobatics. Which was the dexterity one?
There's brawl, which I think would be athletics.
Then
yeah.
Athletics. Yep, dex athletics, just to see how good the knot is, because he is going to wake up from the bite, and I'm assuming you're probably going to have like a sock ready to shove in his mouth or something.
Fuck.
You critted? You messy critted?
I think I messy critted. Yes.
Yep, you absolutely messy critted.
Oh my
god. That shit is extremely tight. Like with a messy crit, what's your compulsion as a Hekata?
What is the Hekata compulsion?
I think messy crits can trigger compulsions, right?
Yes, I think it can. Hekata. It doesn't say on my sheet.
Look, I got the book right here. This is why feeding with the Hekata is always going to be an event. It's always.
It is an event. Morbidity.
And what does that do?
The vampire must move something from life to death or vice versa. What the fuck? Any action not taken to end or resurrect something suffers in a 2 dice penalty. The subject does not have to be a living thing, can instead be an object or more abstract, such as ideas or conversation points.
Oh, wait, what? Wait a minute. That changes everything. You like move something toward death. So you just like, I want to talk about my special interests. Let me just talk about my special interests.
Literally,
that's what your character does all the time.
That is
what you're talking about. That's just so stupid. Hang on. I possess particular curiosity. Yeah. Their blood urges them to study the individuals around them for signs of illness, frailty, until they have either predicted a death without supernatural means or solved the cause of a local one. The vampire suffers a 3 dice penalty to other rolls until the scene ends. Note that their conclusions do not need to be absolutely correct, but should stay within the boundaries possible. This is the Hekata compulsion. What did you read?
Oh, I just read it on the Paradox Wiki. I think it's like the shortened version of it.
Completely different. That's crazy.
That's interesting because the Paradox Wiki
called morbidity in this, and this is like you need to predict the death. And until you do, you suffer 3 dice penalty. Let me read that again. The
Is that the-
Kata are possessed of a peculiar curiosity paired with detachment from compassion and empathy, likely due to their frequent dealings with corpses and the wraiths of those who died tragic deaths. Their blood urges them to study the individuals around them for signs of illness, frailty, or impending death. Until they have either predicted a death without supernatural means or solved the cause of a local one, the vampire suffers a 3 dice penalty to other rolls until the scene ends. Note that their conclusions do not need to be absolutely correct, but should stay within the boundaries of the possible. That is so fucking weird.
That's so. I love that the Paradox Wiki is not at all what
Did they
like.
change it?
Yeah, that's. Yeah,
Get
look,
your shit together, Paradox. Jesus, dude.
Truly.
Their fucking books are nightmares and they change things constantly.
it does drive
Oh
me
my
crazy.
God.
It's so true.
I love their world. I love their world. Like, just give me control. All right. You need somebody to just be like, here's a standardized format. Don't change it. And then I'm done. And that's my job is done. And then you can fire me. That's all I need. Jesus, like it's not hard. So I guess maybe messy crits don't trigger compulsions. Now I'm gonna look it up.
It's been a while since
I'm sorry, chat. It's been a while. I was not a compulsion man the first campaign we ever did.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to be more like.
I like it. I like trying, and even things like we're starting with blood resonance too. Those are it's like
still gonna fuck with that, but that's another one. That's like it's like it can draw out like feeding.
Yeah. Yes.
And it's just like I get it, but also it does feel like filler a lot of the time.
It really does. It's like as a storyteller, there's only to me, there's only so many things you can like keep track of as a fucking storyteller, and the compulsions.
Yeah, the compulsions are like there's certain moments where like I can use it as like a crutch if I can't. There's nothing for a messy critical that sounds good.
The thing with
compulsion can trigger that. That's
compulsions.
A nice way to fill it.
Also, they don't have to be clan compulsions. You can have just like a social or violent compulsion. Like it can be like I don't think compulsions necessarily have to be clan specific.
Just bear in mind that it was only the negative of the compulsion in Bane itself was only for the scene.
Yeah, it's only for the scene.
Yeah,
which is again, but you have to do it it's like I don't like.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do? You're gonna like
Yeah.
predict his mother's gonna die of cancer. All right, I'm out. And then you're like, that's it. You're good. You've met your compulsion. Like, who knows? No, I guess messy critical you don't.
It's just a bestial failure. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just bestial failures. Okay, cool. See, that's all right. But now we know that. So with a messy critical, like I don't know what the fuck to tell you. You tie him down extremely well. Good job. You can like fuck it. I understand what you can do with a messy, but like, what are you gonna do? You cut his circulation off.
He wakes up.
He wakes up, which, but now he's tied down. Yeah, you succeed.
Yeah.
But you already succeeded your stealth aspect of it. I was like, the stealth aspect of it and the athletics aspect of it are technically happening at the same time.
Yeah.
I don't know how to undo that, but I mean that could happen as well. But at that point, I imagine you shove a sock in his mouth or something.
Yeah. Yeah, I probably would.
I think the difference in that situation is when he wakes up is it's not one of those things where he could be potentially dreaming. He just realizes now that he's about to be attacked, and that I think that's wherein lies the difference of like, is this a feeding and is he aware of it, or are you being deliberate about your actions? He knows it, and is it going to be potentially stain leading?
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, I can see that happening. So probably as you're like tightening that last knot as it wakes him up, there's a moment where his eyes open wide. He sees you, and you just have this probably just cold, like I'm here for business kind of look. There's no attempt at hiding it, and like Bub described, I like that. That works rather well. Do you, before you can even say anything, do you have something you shove in his mouth? Is this something you usually do? Like I imagine Elspeth's been kind of has done this a few times over the past year or so to feed. So
yeah, I think she would just take a sock, throw it in his mouth, and get down to business.
Okay.
And just do it.
As you bite him, he is gonna make a roll here. I almost rolled into Google again. That would have worked really well. You critically fucking succeeded. So let's see if that happens. Jesus. Oh wow.
Oh fuck. Okay.
It sucks because he's still critical, so you have 5 successes over my 4. Unfortunately. No, wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. No, wait. 1, 2. Am I dumb as hell?
1, 2, 3.
Didn't you crit? Wait, where's the crit?
I don't know.
Am I dumb?
No, it says 5 successes, so it has to be a crit. I just don't know why it doesn't show
Oh,
all
yeah,
the
there it
dice.
is. Oh, yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, yeah, I'm dumb. I'm looking at the wrong thing.
Yeah.
So
It's all
I was
weird
one
looking
off.
to me.
I was one fucking off. With the one off, he might spit. He might get the sock out of his mouth. He doesn't get any of his limbs free, but he does scream.
Mhm.
And as you're at, you said just
3.
you're 3, so you're gonna take 2 points from him. Each drop takes. This is the other part I was wrong about. Each drop of blood takes 3 turns to drink. So you're technically 18 seconds of him
Oof.
writhing and screaming.
That's rough.
Do you? And this is out of curiosity. How many points in occult do you have?
I have 2 points in occult.
2. If you're willing to sacrifice 2 willpower points to me, I will allow something to happen that you are not technically prepared for yet.
Oh.
But I need 2 will point powers. I need 2.
Oh, I'll take that devil's bargain right there. Let's go. Yeah, I'm taking the two willpower points.
Okay. And what's your humanity at? 7, you said?
7.
Okay. Can you please roll me a resolve oblivion check?
Okay. Anything with oblivion, I get excited. Okay. Oblivion.
And doesn't oblivion potentially trigger a stain?
It does, yes.
Yep.
Okay. Let me. I'm just gonna. Oh God. Okay. How does this?
And still, yeah, you haven't fed yet, so it's all your hunger dice are still dominant here.
Okay. Intelligence. I'm gonna roll. Ignore that this says intelligence. It's resolve.
4 successes.
Okay.
And you could re-roll 1 if you wanted to.
4 is good. I have 4 willpower left with that. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it.
Oh well.
Oh yeah.
That's a failure.
0.
That's
Okay.
okay. It's not a bestial failure, so it's not a big deal. As he spits the sock out, just as you bite down and you cause that initial shock of pain that you don't actually you would have understood because you would no, would you? Has Elspeth been bitten by a Hakata in her life?
Other than her sire.
Yeah, that's true. Your sire did have to bite. Yeah, so you know how bad this feels.
Yeah.
You know it it overwhelms your nervous system in a way that there is no words to compare it to. In a supernatural way, it fries every nervous cell in your fucking body at maximum volume. And so as he spits the sock out, the screams were half the reason the sock even came out because he was screaming so loud. And as he begins to scream, maybe he gets maybe 1 or 2 seconds in before you see again out of the peripheral vision a slight writhing of some snakes on the ring that you wear. You maybe look over to it, but nothing is moving when you catch eyes with it. But you do lock eyes with him afterward, and you feel a pure ice cold, colder than your own corpse's temperature, race through your entire body. And you feel yourself sit up a little taller. You feel yourself hold yourself with a little bit more confidence just in this moment. And as you lock eyes with him, he freezes mid-scream, paralyzed like stone. And you can feed.
Oh shit. Awesome.
You feed your 2 points. He's not actually stone. Obviously.
Oh my God.
He's just frozen, like completely, utterly paralyzed, frozen.
Cool.
There's also, you drink those 2 points. He goes unconscious from those 2 points. He's basically close to death at that level. And you lick the wounds closed. He doesn't scream any more than that. And you don't really know what that was. I mean, you know, or you assume it came from the ring, as it's the only thing you saw in your peripheral have any sort of reaction. But you're not entirely sure why, how, or what.
And
after about 12 to like 15 seconds, he is unparalyzed.
Okay.
You see his muscles immediately all loosened. I mean, you maybe have time to kind of realize because you're feeding 2 points, so you're looking at 18 seconds. So just as you're done feeding, he's coming out of paralysis. So as you were maybe feeding, you could probably feel all the muscles in his neck were just completely flexed and tense. You could see his jaw was completely flexed and tense. You saw all of his muscles in his arms and legs, maybe for a glance. He was flexing everything to its maximum and frozen. And as you finish feeding, he comes out of it, but he goes basically immediately unconscious. If you check for a pulse, you can. That's an intelligence medicine check. But he should, he should be, you didn't drain him dry. He wasn't completely dead.
And I'm able to close the wound as well.
Yep, you lick the wound close. Go ahead and take me a stain for now. I don't know how, you have to roll for it, I think, for the Oblivion, but I can't quite remember what the roll is for that.
Okay. Yes. I will take a stain.
Okay. So that, that was kind of an expensive use of it, but it works. And I'm sure it makes your Elspeth's mind spin around.
Yes. But after this, like she is gonna try to get out of there. Once this is done, and he is like, it is all taken care of. She's out.
And as you walk out of his room, our camera will linger on him. And as his body just kind of like goes into that shallow breathing state, as the door to his bedroom opens, we see you step into the darkness and then closes. We'll cut to black and go to break here. And we'll be back.
Ooh.
Go grab
oh my gosh,
drinks,
we're already at
refill your
break.
coffees. Yeah, I know.
That's crazy.
We'll be back in a little bit.
Okay, here we go. See you guys in a bit. Hello, everybody, and
Hello, everybody.
welcome back.
Oh, my cat's chewing my wire. Okay, we're good. She's over here just like playing around with it. And I'm like, no, please stop. Welcome back from break, everybody. Thank you for joining us. We're just going to jump right back into it, I think, because there's some conversation that actually just kind of needs to be had as we kind of get back into it. It'll happen as Elspeth's returning to the quarry after she's done feeding. I imagine David's just kind of waiting around for Elspeth. It's not like he has anywhere to go.
Yeah, I mean, after he's fed the woman, he will just kind of sit there. I mean, she's not going to stay unconscious forever. She'll eventually wake up. So
Yeah.
he doesn't know when that is, so he's just going to sit with her.
Okay. Elspeth's gone for, I'd say, probably 30 minutes, right? Like you're 15 minutes into town. I mean, maybe even less than that. Finding a house with one person, maybe another 10 minutes, and then 15 minutes. Well, even less than that for feeding. So yeah, 30 minutes at most. When she returns, you're still waiting for her to wake up. Like I said, she's kind of in a weird place where she's like, she's sort of conscious a little bit that she's like making noises, but she's not really like coherent conversation, going back and forth between being supernaturally bitten and then supernaturally given blood immediately after losing blood. This is a weird feeling for a mortal like that. Elspeth, as you return, he's just he's in your pod, hanging out, waiting for her. And like I said, you walk into a scene, as I described, where he's just sitting patiently and she's kind of like groaning a little bit and tossing and turning a bit, almost like she's a little sick.
How is she?
I think she will be fine.
Okay, good.
She seems to be groaning. Maybe she is in pain, but I'm hoping not very much.
Yeah, hopefully she wakes up soon and you can talk to her so we don't have to keep her too long into the daylight because that would be a problem.
Yes, I think that would be a problem, and I do not want to hide this from Janet, but I do not think that she will be very happy about this either.
No, I don't think so. But she's not happy about many things. So, what's one more, I guess? She's not going to be happy to find out that I took money from her to pay for that kid's phone. But yeah, so okay. I guess we should just get ready for her. Where Betty went out to go get to feed as well. I feel better now. So I feel like in a good, I feel good.
Good.
So if anything was to happen, I feel like I'm more ready and prepared.
Should I move her to my room? This is your room, and she is in your bed currently.
I don't mind having her here for now. I just don't want her to stay here into the day. So if she wakes up in the next couple, soon, that's fine. She could stay in here and then we can move her.
Say you have probably like 2 hours left before sunrise. She'll definitely wake up enough to converse by then. But again, you'd only have like at most an hour and a half with her. If you simply just want to wait for her to wake up, eventually, like I said, her tossing and turning will eventually come to coherency.
Should we maybe wake her before she is ready?
I think we should. We should make haste with this.
Do you think that we should wait for Betty to be here?
Yes.
Then we will wait.
Okay.
Does Betty come back this evening?
I wasn't planning on it, but I
Oh,
could.
shit.
Because she has to move around.
That's
I
true.
have to
She's-
sleep somewhere different every night.
That's
otherwise.
true.
Also, I apologize if my internet cuts out because it's saying it's unstable for some reason.
How dare it?
Okay, then maybe we would probably clock that.
You
at
would
some
know
point.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you would know that Betty basically kind of is always on the move.
Then let's just wake her up now. Forget Betty. Let's wake her, shake her, ask some questions.
Okay.
David Wake and Baker ask her
David
some questions.
stands
Wake.
and
No,
he
shake her.
will
She is a
gently
poet after all.
try to jar her awake.
Yeah, after a few efforts, like I said, you'll eventually hear her say something coherent, kind of maybe just like, what the, oh, my head hurts.
Good morning.
As she rubs her eyes and she looks up and sees you, instant fear immediately. And she takes in her surroundings. She sees Elspeth, and the coherency starts becoming anxiety as she realizes she's not where she was. She doesn't know where she is. She doesn't recognize Elspeth, and I'm going to make a roll to see if she recognizes you.
Oh boy.
She's panicking. She's going to take a penalty with 1. If she does, it doesn't register on her physically. You have an opportunity to say something, anything before she does, if you want to, but you see the confusion turning to anxiety on her face as she begins to like scramble back a little bit.
Sure. Can I I'd like to kind of like lean into a merit that it's an advantage that I have that it doesn't get used a lot. I have an advantage called Trust Me.
Okay.
And through vulnerability, while it is dangerous amidst kindred, it is necessary throughout the one true way. And I can sidestep hesitance, anxiety, and other things to get them to say things or to find an endearing and close moment between others. It's basically through genuine empathy that I can relinquish anxiety and things like that. And it's supposed to work strongly against kindred, but I imagine it probably has greater effect amidst mortals.
Sure. What do you want to make me a persuasion charisma?
Yeah, I think I would like that.
You can give me obviously +1 because of your specialty, but also an additional +2 because she's already ghoul to you. She just doesn't know it.
Okay, so you said charisma, persuasion. All right, +3. So I don't have, unfortunately, anything in persuasion, but I do have charisma and the 3. Four successes.
4 successes. You could reroll 1.
I'll stick with my 4.
How dare you? Yeah. So you lean in, and so using this, what do you say to her as you lean in? And like you said, you probably just have this very soft, understanding look, like you know she's going to be concerned. You realize you're rather large in comparison to pretty much everybody else.
I don't think David's like standing. Because he's naturally so tall already, and his build is just, he's a statue. I can't imagine that Elspeth's bed is very high. Like it's not a canopy bed, right? I imagine it's just a
No.
normal. So he's probably just like on his knees at the bedside. So he's already sort of not necessarily diminutive, but he looks smaller than I would say he normally does. And he probably just communicates,
It is fine. You are safe here.
There's, I would say, she doesn't necessarily say any words, but whatever, she calms. She visibly calms a little bit. She doesn't like completely calm down, but that on the edge of I could scream, I could run, I could do anything, the edge seems to come off when your voice very gently kind of spills those words forward to her.
Please,
And she does visibly calm down.
just take a moment to breathe. Your name is Liz. You work at the diner, and I was at the diner. My name is David. You were
There's
running.
another moment. Actually, I'll give her another roll as you try to refresh her memory. 3. You see her very quickly but subtly kind of like nod in recognition when you say, you were at the diner as well. And she goes, right, yeah, right. You came in before he did. Holy shit, what happened to him? And you see her start to again panic as she starts to
You are still
narrate the events of that night.
You are still safe. I do not know what happened to the man. But you were afraid and potentially going to get hurt. So I wanted to help you and brought you here so that you did not feel.
and I think he looks to Elle, just sort of like for a point of reassurance.
A fear or harm.
Elspeth, go ahead.
Yeah. So you seem to remember a bit of what happened. We're just here to try to help. Because we were concerned.
You say, do you want to make me a charisma persuasion roll?
Yeah.
Just to how you're, she doesn't know
Yeah.
you in particular.
I think she's trying to calm her down a bit. Let's see. 3 successes.
Whatever maybe trepidation she still had, even after David spoke with her, having not knowing who you are, you see, you also have this very kind of innocent way of speaking, and that immediately kind of again rubs the edges are kind of worn off from her at that. She thinks and she's like, I don't really remember what happened. And she looks to Dave and she says, you saved me. You saved me. Holy shit. And she just kind of stands up and she just like very exhaustedly throws her arms around you and just gives you like a hug.
Aw.
Like just kind of just like an appreciative hug. Nothing too tight or anything like, oh, thank you for saving me, but just like a shit, thank you so much kind of feeling. And she even gives you like a back tap.
I look to Elspeth in that moment, and it's that moment of like recognition where everything that he has done up to this point has been sort of seen as like illegal or against the law or wrong. And this moment, I think, in like you can read his faces, and it's like it's all worth it. You can see it on his face. It's all worth it for this.
Elspeth exchanges that glance with you and nods. Like she just like, yeah, I get it. And makes that nod of acknowledgement.
As the hug comes to an end, she kind of steps back, brings her hands back to herself. She says, I don't know much about that guy that was in there, but he's been fucking wicked creepy and just in there all the goddamn time. And I asked him to leave last time, and he wasn't supposed to come back, and he came back. And like I said, I guess you took care of him for me. I remember walking out the back door, and I expected he was going to follow me in some way, but then you were there. Oh, fuck. What the fuck happened? Did I get hit? And she starts to like rub her head a little bit because she was unconscious, and that's starting to come to her mind now of just like,
Hmm.
I
did
think
somebody hit
you
me?
were hit. Yes.
Technically not a lie in a way. Technically not a lie. Just fuck.
Do you remember like the feelings you were feeling at that time? Like, was there a certain emotion or something that you were
Scared out of my
really
mind.
okay? Before the scared, was there something else? Like when he
Oh
was there,
no,
were
no,
you
because he was scared me. I kicked him out of the restaurant. He wasn't supposed to come back. He came back in. Before that, I don't know. I was just tired. I was working a double shift, open to close. I got rent to fucking pay. I live in Alston. That shit ain't cheap.
Has he been following you?
I don't know. But that's the problem, right? Like I only see him at my work, and he only shows up when I'm working. I haven't seen him out in the on my in my apartment or nothing.
okay?
I live in, and she just realized she kind of openly told you what city she lives in without even knowing you all that well. But again, there's something about David that just is very, okay, she could feel very trusting with. Like I said, I live in Alston. That's like 20 some odd minutes. Like if he follows me home that far, I'd be nervous. I haven't seen him out there, just out here where I work. And I wouldn't even be working at this diner if it didn't belong to my goddamn grandma before she died. I promised her. Oh God.
So there's a creepy guy at work.
Yeah, you ever dealt with anything like that?
Yeah, I have. I know how you feel. It's kind of scary.
Well, I Amazoned some pepper spray the other day, just ain't here yet.
Good. Well, we can try to help make sure that creepy guy doesn't,
We've done so much already. And she looks back to David and she's
we
like, and you both, and she says, you obviously know my name. She kept points to her name tag from the uniform she's still wearing. Liz Paca. But who are you? And asks David pretty directly.
Oh, my name is David.
David.
And this is my friend, L.
L. Like the Stranger Things.
yes, EL, yes.
Is that your actual name? That's wild.
No, it's short for
11?
Elspeth.
That's, I ain't gonna lie. That's beautiful.
Thank you.
I've never heard that name before. That's beautiful. And then she's just like super, just like nice about it. And she's like, listen, I know this pub that's not too far out from where I work. They're open till like 7 a.m. I know it's early, but let me at least take you out to a drink to thank you for saving for that creepy guy. Is he the one that hit me?
I do not know. It all happened so fast.
You have to tell me about it because I don't remember shit.
Well, we seem to be regulars at the diner. You know, David loves the milkshakes.
I do like the milkshakes.
I've never seen your face before for someone who's supposed to be a regular. And I feel like I'd remember someone and it is like she gestures at fucking David up and down.
Well, the person that helps me a lot is usually the one to get milkshakes for me. I am not very good with the general public.
He's not a social guy.
And then she looks over to you, Elspeth. She's like, is that you? You the one that goes and gets milkshakes for him all the time?
No, we got a couple of other friends who help out. You know, we're just a happy little crew.
Well, yeah, you guys want to get drinks? Fuck, I could use one.
I looked at David.
Tonight.
Yeah,
we will
need
have
stuff.
to sleep soon.
Oh, yeah. No. That's fine. It's fine. She like clearly just doesn't want to make it any more awkward. Listen, what time is it? And she looks at her phone and catching her completely by surprise of how late it is. Be like 4 a.m. or something. Holy fuck.
You were out for a while.
I need to get back to the diner and get my shit.
Yeah. Well,
she looks, so she like holds her phone up and she sees she's got like a single bar. I hope like an Uber will come out here or something.
An Uber will come out here, but you are not as close to the diner as you think. We are in Waltham.
Yeah, she's looking. She's like, yeah, we're like 15, 20 minutes out from the diner. It's a bit of a haul. If you tip good enough, anybody will come pick you up. She just like starts popping it into her phone.
well, we'll
If you don't stop her. She's just like,
Yeah.
Well, thank you, David and Elspeth. I'll just call you El.
Yes, that's fine.
Liz,
Uh,
have you been experiencing or feeling anything strange lately, aside from the man?
no.
Like any aches or maladies?
No, I've been pretty healthy. I work a lot, but I guess I'm really tired all the time. But that's just exhaustion.
Do you dream?
I'm not often. I'm not a big dreamer. Never have been.
If things seem to feel strange, you should probably let us know.
Okay. Did I get drugged or something?
Tonight was not what I would say is normal. It's not even normal for us, and we are probably very weird to most people.
She looks around the fucking storage crate she's in. Yeah. Speaking of which, where the fuck are we?
We just moved here. This will be our new home. We just have to finish.
You live in a
Home-
storage facility?
No, we hang out here. It's like, we're trying to be kind of edgy, and
And
just
she like opens up the Uber. She's like, wait a minute, where are we in a quarry? Where the fuck is this? Why is there you
we're
live
just
here?
no, we don't live here. We don't live here. This is our like cool hangout spot, like we like to come here at night sometimes and be kind of weird.
David's brows become pensively more taut out of confusion.
So did you drug me?
No, we did not.
You
got
do
hurt.
drugs?
No, we do not. I'm a student.
Do you do drugs? Or like,
I go to an Ivy League school. No, I do not do drugs.
oh, sorry. She puts her hands in the air like, oh Jesus.
No.
So if I wanted to find, like you said, okay, hypothetically, I wanted to find you if something weird happens, something vaguely strange, like I can get sick.
I
Do I come to the quarry and just
We
assume
hang
you're
out
help-
here, this is
I-
our cool little hangout spot.
I work here.
I thought this place was abandoned.
This is why it is easy for me to work here.
What do you do?
He's an artist. He likes to,
Janet says that I'm an artist.
Oh. I thought you meant like you were like a quarryman or some shit in an abandoned quarry. I see.
No. He just
Find you muse in empty abandoned
Yep,
areas.
yep.
One of them-
He does like sculptures and things, and we like to get some materials and stuff here. So
Gotcha. Wait, I ain't gonna tell anybody. Don't worry.
Thank you. It is
Thank
our
you.
secret.
Sure. Well, I guess I'll come looking for you here if I have anything. So if we can maybe we can get drinks another night or something. And she smiles and goes for like, oh, goodbye hug to David.
The next time you come back, please bring milkshakes of any kind. I would be happy to have those.
You got it. And then she goes over to Elspeth. She kind of gives you like, are you a hugger? Are you like a handshake person? Not even clocking the fact that she didn't even think about asking David.
she
Almost
probably
went in for like she like knew him already.
she won't hug her because she's cold and shit. So she'll just like do like a gentle like handshake.
Yeah, a little handshake, dainty little, yeah. And she's
Yeah.
she's like, so I just go walk out, and as she opens up the pod door, oh,
We'll help you. We'll walk you up there.
Right.
okay,
Walk.
yeah. You walk her up the scaffolding and stuff. Pretty silent all the way. And then by the time you get up there, you wait another 5 minutes. An Uber eventually pulls up for her. She hops in and she just gives you the wave. She's like, thanks again.
As she's like driving away.
Yeah.
I looked at David. Well, that did not go how I expected. David, we got to get better at like making up stories and lying and stuff. We really need to protect our secrets.
I cannot lie.
Well, the whole point of our existence is lying.
I
So
don't
we're going to
like
have
lying.
to. It's not fun. Then that's why maybe we stay away from as many people as possible then. So you don't have to lie.
But I like people.
We can meet other people like us then. I don't know.
Nobody
We-
likes me, Elspeth. Everyone that I have met told me to go fuck myself or to leave me alone.
That's how everybody starts, but you eventually can,
Even
get
the
people
last
to
man that I saved said he wanted to come fight me if I had not saved his life.
I get it, David. We'll find ways to make friends, but we should probably make as little friends with Kine as possible. Just saying.
I don't want to call them kind. They are people.
It's just like everything. I get it. I get it, David. I get it. Maybe this girl was not the girl. Maybe it was the guy that did the stuff. Although she may not fully understand what is going on with her. Are we sure that she's the one? Could it have been the other person?
No, it specifically wanted her.
It was definitely her. Okay, well, she's clearly not fully aware of her capabilities. We should keep an eye on her. And obviously she knows where we are now, so I'm sure she's going to see her good friend David again.
You sound upset that she is my good friend.
No. Well, she's going to be your good friend because you gave her some of your blood. That's how it works.
Will it make you less angry with me if I give you some of my blood?
No, but I wouldn't want to put you through that, David. It hurts when I take blood. So
then will you be closer with me if I take your blood?
we should not be exchanging blood like this, David, with anybody. People are vessels for us to take a little bit and then leave them on their merry way. That's all we should think about when it comes to blood. We just take a little and we leave them on their way and make sure nobody else sees. That's all. That's all.
Meanwhile, you've just like flashing back to the scenes of you shoving a sock in the guy's mouth.
And a man screaming for his life. Yeah. Like
we sent them on their merry way.
Yeah. Look, it's been a long evening, especially for you and the gang. So maybe we should just get some rest for the day and we can figure this out tomorrow.
There will always be something new I have to learn tomorrow.
This is true. It's exhausting. That's why we need to rest.
The sun's about to tick over the edge. You both just collapse in the spot you're at, and without choice.
David will just not even say goodnight or goodbye. I think he just retreats to his
poor David,
his pod, and just not out of resignation, but out of just sheer capacity to discover what it means to not sleep, he's going to fight going to sleep.
Okay. I just want to look at the rules.
Sure.
I gotta remember what that does.
Like, I think more than anything, I think David's feeling a little rebellious. Like none of the things that are being explained make sense.
His rebellious phase.
And he wants answers that nobody can seem to provide for him, but they expect him to abide by. Other than just like, do what I'm saying because I said it.
Yeah.
Is that how it works in 5e? Hang on, I need to double check that.
Yeah, Betty wants to chat with you again. I told Mathas I had a couple things on my
you guys
list.
gonna talk. Yeah.
Not the rebellious phase.
I love it.
But also, I'm all for rebelling.
Of course you are.
Okay, that doesn't answer my question.
As long as you understand the consequences of it.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to do anything to, divisively create issues for everyone else, but it's definitely going to create complications for him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
4-4. Let's look at this thing here.
Can have complications for all of us to some extent.
You have to give me a second. You're gonna make a rouse check, right, Elspeth?
Yes.
You might as well go ahead and do that while I look up.
Yeah, let me do that. Rouse. Oh, Man, just fed, and now I'm back at 2.
I think we all have to rouse, don't we?
Yeah, you
Yes.
will
For the
too.
next. I'm gonna get ahead of it. Oh, success.
Oh, lucky you.
I had so many rouse checks where I did not succeed though.
Vampire rise for the night, blah, blah, blah. Why does it not say in the torpor section?
Yeah, I also forget the.
Like, I know there are rules, and I know they're different
Yeah.
between V20 and V5.
It's-
So I'm trying to figure out. And I hate that everything's a fucking AI because Google's like AI sources are like a
Wrong.
forward. I'm like,
Yeah.
what is this?
They're always.
Let's try this.
Yeah.
What are you trying to look for? Can we help?
How you stay up past torpor? Like, what
Yes.
you have to make willpower rolls? Because I can't remember if that's V20 or V5. Because it used to be that I know at one point every hour was a willpower roll. But I don't know what
how
if
you
that's old and
stay
or
up past
rules.
torpor. What do you mean by that?
Like when the sun comes up, you
Forcefully
can't
staying
re-
awake so that you don't
force
you
up
don't
stay
naturally
awake.
just go to sleep.
It might be under rouse or hunger. Like
stay
rouse
awake
checks.
for 1 hour beyond sunrise. A kindred must spend a point of willpower. The willpower point cannot be regained until after sunset, so it's gone for the whole night. Is this correct though? Let's take a look at this.
Vampire must use willpower to resist the day sleep for 1 hour,
Oh.
or have a very high humanity rating, which can allow for rising earlier than the wake time.
Yeah, if you have humanity 8, you can rise
So,
1
like,
hour before
you can have
sunset.
necromancy, gift of life.
That makes sense.
I have humanity 8.
So you can
So you have to spend
Ooh.
a point of willpower to remain awake and active for 1 hour.
So that
That's temporary.
so for every hour past the sun rising, getting
Or
up,
you have to have 9 humanity. That's
or
crazy.
with 8 humanity, he can rise from sunset 1 hour before sunset. So he can be awake an hour of sun setting.
Or
But
you
if
have
you
to
want
use
to
a
push yourself
power like gift of life.
past sunrise, it's a willpower per hour.
Damn.
That you will not get back when you do wake up until the night after. So it's like a permanent night penalty.
You can also enter an automatic hunger frenzy.
Oh,
I don't
really?
think you want to do that.
What does the sun do to kindred aside from obviously like to kill them, but like what is the mental?
You take. Pretty sure you take like all aggravated damage.
Yeah, let me double check. I'm sure. I don't know if it's like willpower, but I think you just get
They
fucking
take sunlight damage.
Yeah.
sunlight. 221. Oh, I'm like literally here.
Hmm.
Let's see. Sunlight. Sunlight burns the
damage.
undead, incinerating their blah, 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 blah. Vampire exposed to direct sunlight suffers aggravated damage
equal
at the
to
rate
the
of
bane.
their bane severity in points per turn. So every 3 seconds, you're taking your severity in your bane
Ouchie.
severity in aggravated damage.
And then if it's obscured, like you're partially blocked, like through a window or curtains, it's every other turn.
Ouchie.
Yep.
Yeah.
You can't clothing yourself.
Don't-
because it's light. Just gets
Don't
through.
pull a Louis from Interview with the Vampire,
Right.
please, and hurt yourself a lot in the
Because
sun.
aggravated is slow heals. Those are slow healing.
Yeah.
So yeah, the sun will that, but yeah, there's no willpower damage. It does. It's just
Also-
fucking burns you alive.
The book is all over the place. It's so hard to find stuff.
It
Oh, I
is.
know.
I
Oh,
need
I
to.
know.
I need to make my own little like
This is why I just do the
nexus.
digital and I control
I'm just,
find
like,
and I'm like,
shake
Can I
it up and down.
okay, then knowing but not knowing at the same time, can I like how does our pod close? Is it just like a swing door? Is it a roll door? What do you think it is?
Is it
I
a
thought it was
vault?
like a swing door, and that Janet had specifically like had them sunproofed.
Okay. Then if that is the case, I would likely resist going to sleep at obscured first light, and I want to see what the sunlight, even coming through like a crack, does to like his hand. Like he needs
oh
he
my
needs to know.
gosh.
Oh damn.
Yeah, what's your bane
Oh.
severity? Just 1?
Yeah.
Woo.
So I mean,
Oh my
you
God.
will spend a willpower point.
Yeah.
And as it creeps through the door and it hits your skin, you take 1 point of aggravated damage. And the feeling is similar to how I was describing the pain of a Hakata, but less electric feeling and more straight up like an ignition, almost like your nerve endings come alive just to turn into fucking pure fire and run through your entire body. Yeah, you're watching your hand take the damage, but it feels like the flames are licking up your arm and are eager to devour the rest of your body. Give it a chance. Just give the sun a goddamn chance, and it will.
Is there a way to wrest control of the effect of pain? Like just over, because I mean, I have.
Wouldn't you be more frenzy, like afraid of this?
That's what I'm asking, because I have resilience and toughness, and I'm trying, like, it's Janet has made it very clear that the sun will hurt us and kill us. But David has fallen. David has been hit. David has been shot point blank with a shotgun, and nothing
He's
has hurt him.
experimenting.
And he wants to feel what pain actually feels like.
Oh my gosh.
I mean,
Damn.
he was shot by the kids, the teenage gang, right? That shot him in the chest.
Shadowheart would love you.
And he needs to know. He needs to feel what this is like. So,
Well, you literally are gonna have to make me a fear frenzy roll, because when you
Okay.
see obscured sunlight, a fear frenzy of level 3, and this is not something that David can completely control because it is the beast. It is the separate thing that will always kind of live inside him. So please give me a fear frenzy roll.
you got it.
I should open up the game again. I've minimized it.
It's just a flat resist frenzy. No modifiers on this.
Yeah, I should just be a resist
Okay.
frenzy.
Any difficulty?
The difficulty for obscured sunlight is 3.
Got it. Frenzy failed.
Yep. So with the frenzy of failure, all that happens, unlike any of the other ones where you run out and burst away, with a terror frenzy, you're just trying to get away from the danger. So you would quickly just slam the door shut and seal it, so that no sunlight would get in. You'd still obviously take the aggravated damage.
Yes.
But that was it was instinctual. It was reactive. I wouldn't even say that you even felt like something took you over. It just felt like a survival instinct of, this is going to kill me. If I don't shut it now, I'm going to die.
Right. Okay. Yeah. With that, I think he would, after like he regains control, that sort of fear, the adrenaline of the experience falls to the wayside. I think he's just gonna really look at the damage on his hand to see what it looks like and what sunlight does, because the sunlight at this point in his mind has to be like stronger than gunfire. Why are people so afraid of gunfire if this is what the sun does? What makes a bullet scary?
And that's when you look at your hand, I mean, it looks like literal decomposing flesh. You can see bits of your tendon as pieces of your skin slough off from just the heat falling off of it. And as those pieces even flake away, you see them just instantly turn to ash. You even see a little bit of your bone poking out through your middle knuckle. You can still move your hand, but you can hear the kind of crunching of that cooked skin. And while it will heal overnight reflexively because it's only 1 aggravated damage, it looks horrifying. It's like singed, burned in a way that looks like you put your hand directly in a fucking burning fire.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong, because this has always been a gray area for me, and I've wanted to know, in regards to pain, kindred are dead.
Mm-hmm.
Our nervous system is not wired the same when we are dead until we
Correct.
rouse. So once the initial pain is gone, and now he's looking at it, is it no longer pain? It's just damage.
Technically, I think the like that's what makes it so shocking and triggers the frenzy, is because the pain is so fucking in your face and you don't feel things in your face. There might be a lingering like echo of a phantom pain, if you will. But like there's no immediate, I think, like charred pain that kind of lingers. But I mean, if the damage was extensive, regardless of pain, you'd be immobile.
Then
like if your shit gets burned to the point of unusability, it doesn't matter if you feel pain if you can't move your legs.
I mean, these are the circumstances. Like this is what he has to deal with in regards to consequences. So he only hopes that it will come back, and if it doesn't, he will try to resculpt himself in the morning to the best of his abilities. So knowing that, he'll spend the rest of that like waking hour before his body forcefully puts him to sleep.
And you kind of just enjoy it, like you said, that last waking hour. and you fall asleep. When you wake, I need you to make me what, 4 rouse checks?
I thought it was 3. I think it's just 3.
Well,
but I could
1
be
for
wrong.
waking up, 1 for waking up, and 3 for aggravated, right?
I'm at hunger 3.
Okay.
Out of 4 checks, I passed 3.
Hey, that's
Oh my
fucking good.
gosh.
Everybody's and then you, the
That's
other you,
crazy.
Tracy and Maggie both.
I
rolled?
rolled and
Yep.
I passed.
I'm
Okay.
hungrier.
At
I
2,
am not
gotcha.
hungrier. I'm
Um,
sated. I'm good. Betty's
Betty
good.
obviously is going to be making her way back here because she has conversations she wants to have. So I won't go do too much right now. Betty's probably there pretty early. I imagine she didn't even go that far away if she had plans to come back and meet up with the other two. So early in the evening, unless David wants to fly off and feed early, or do you want to do it at the end of the night?
Well, I mean, the quarry is surrounded by forest.
Yep, you can go out into the woods and look around for sure.
I think he'll try to look around.
Yeah, do it. Give me let me look at the sheet here. What do I want to call for? There's no hunting skill. Oh, these character sheets take 10 years to open. Sorry, hang on. Retrieving character engine updates. Cool. It's updating.
Yeah, Demi plane is a little
There we go.
slow.
Okay, let's see. Oh, survival. It would be survival. Yeah, I would say
Could I also just use animal kin to help in this situation?
that. Yeah, that would definitely. Is animal kin like
It's a skill. Yeah, it's a skill. It's a skill that nobody ever takes unless they're generally a gangrel. But yeah,
Gangrel.
I would
Yeah.
say it'd be I would say the way it would go is gonna be, I would say either wits. Yeah, I'd say it'd be wits, survival to spot an animal,
yep.
and then the animal can to approach without it running away. So let's do the first one first. Wits, survival.
1
I've seen
success.
some rapness.
And you could reroll 2.
I mean, I think if the 1 is good, he's going to look for like the largest target that he can.
Yeah, a 1 will find it. Just takes a little bit more time maybe than
Yeah.
you want, but like 15 minutes or so. But you can find a deer, 100%. There's
Yeah.
deers out there.
And then you
There's
said you
fucking-
wanted animal kin.
And how, yeah, if you're just trying to approach like quietly, like I would take either, well, no, because Dex isn't stealth. So I would take like manipulation animal kin, maybe composure animal kin. Well, yeah, I think those are maybe I would no wits. I don't think makes sense. What would you call for?
I don't think it's manipulation. I would say
Charisma?
either composure or charisma. It's one of those two for sure.
I think probably because you're dealing with just a wild animal, keeping your composure, animal kin.
Got it. Okay.
Staying
I
calm,
think it
moving
like
slowly.
to me, it
and
would depend on what
approaching.
you're doing. Are you trying to like coerce it out? Are you like looking for it?
Yeah, like are you trying to approach it like like calmly and then like dead on so it knows you're coming? How are you trying to approach?
I think it's a matter of like how he's done everything is just to let it approach him.
okay. So like in its view, be friendly, be nice, like
Yeah.
come here. Okay, yeah. So then yeah,
Yeah,
this I think composure
composure.
then works. Question, Maggie, that helped a lot. It'd be funny if I was calling for composure, but you're dropping
2
on top of
successes.
them with your wings.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, that's what I was saying. Like, it depends on how you're going about it.
Yeah, with 2 successes, it takes another like after it sees you, probably another 15 minutes of this thing to get eventually be brave enough to get near you and maybe hold some food out or something that to kind of coax it over. But eventually, you'll have a deer just literally eating out of the palm of your hand.
Oh yeah, because you're not warm either. So they.
Yep.
Well, wonder what animals think we are.
Oh man, you don't smell like death, so they don't think you're really corpses.
I
Yeah,
can't
Yeah.
imagine
Those
David
grunges
has
smell like it.
much in the way of smell, really.
because you're like a
at all.
stone, right?
Yeah.
It's interesting. Sorry,
Uh,
I just went somewhere.
And then I'm imagining as it's eating it, you like gently like sink your fang. They kind of slide forward and you feed.
It's the same way that he's done like all the others too, where it's like wherever the dominant arm is, that wing kind of goes up around them
Yep.
to prevent them from fleeing, and then the arm will come up in sort of like a cradle and feed from there. And if they begin to panic, he's discovered that the bite will release that sense of panic.
Yep.
And if
And
it looks
the-
like it's going to be harmed, he'll probably bring it back to the quarry until it is awake again, and then drop it back off.
Okay. Like if you're worried if like there's any predators or something
Yeah.
nearby. Well, luckily it's fucking New England. There's not much out in that area unless you go to like the mountains where the fucking bears are. So yeah, you feed from this thing and you're at 3. You could feed 2 comfortably off of a big ass deer.
I'm back
And
down
then
to
you
one
make your
hunger.
way back. And I imagine you would see, because you would realize your hand is healed the next morning or the next evening, by the way. If that's something David was like, look at, you kind of move your hand around and it healed. I
He
don't
finds
know.
it incredibly intriguing. He doesn't know his limitations now. It affords answers, but way more questions too.
Right. Because David doesn't know if he doesn't know the difference between what 1 and 9 aggravated damage is. So does he know, or does he think he just heals everything overnight always? Does he think he can heal progressively? Because you just did 1 point. But if it was 2, it'd be another night and you'd still
Yeah.
have damage. But does David really clock that?
I don't think he clocks it yet. Again, it's limit testing.
Yep. So you pop your way back to the quarry, landing pretty gently. You actually see Elspeth as you're coming out of your pod. He's gotten quite good at this landing thing. He may not be the most elegant thing in the world, but damn, he's proficient at this at it. And he's learning to land from higher and higher with more and more confidence. And so, you would probably see him still first, but he'd plop down and land like it's almost second nature. And you guys have known each other now, what, in game? About a month, maybe, or so, maybe
Yeah.
more.
Probably
Sounds
just
about that.
shy of a month, I think.
Yeah.
It's really
Somewhere around
close.
there, about a month.
We're looking at like 3.5 weeks. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah,
David,
well-
that's pretty good. She'll just
What is good?
acknowledge you're getting quite good at all of this,
Waking up?
uh, how was your evening, your slumber? Hopefully good.
It was mostly fine. I persisted after I know the others had gone to sleep, or what I would think that most others had gone to sleep. And I wanted to feel the sun on my body to know what Janet meant by it hurt. And it did.
So but you stayed up to feel the sun.
I did, yes.
That is very dangerous.
From my understanding, simply existing is very dangerous for us.
This is true. Not wrong there, but I've not done something like that myself, David, like to stay up. And I haven't seen the sun since it's been over a year now. Feels weird to say that.
It was warm, and it hurt.
I imagine so.
I will probably try it again.
You will try it again? Are you sure?
I woke up today and I am fine.
Just be careful. I once had a thing. We had a fireplace and I accidentally stuck my hand too close to it, and it that hurt. So I can't even imagine what the sun is like.
I
I-
have very many questions about many things, and I feel as if I should stop asking so many questions and that I should start experiencing firsthand. And if I am to wait and ask you or Betty or Janet, I will simply be told that it is wrong, it is bad, it is illegal, and it will hurt me. I'm not going to do anything drastic, at least what I feel is beyond my capabilities. But I have been shot now twice, and it did not hurt, nor did it leave a mark. I have fallen, I've been hit, and nothing has hurt me. But the sun is the first thing that has hurt me, and when I have awoken, my hand is fine again. Would that not be the same with you?
It could. I don't want to try it personally, but I understand you're wanting to learn and experiment. And to be honest, I don't fault, or I'm not mad at you for that. I'm kind of the same way with my own experiments with the dead. and learning more. I can only learn so much from the books that I read. Sometimes I need to actually put it into practice and try things.
I know that I have limits. I am not sure what those limits are, but I am not closed off to anything. I heard the way that Leon spoke about magic and about ghosts. He said that neither are real. And I know that that is not true, because I can sense ghosts.
It's true.
And Magpie does magic. How can we defy the truth of what's directly in front of our face? Not everything can be simply explained as science.
I agree with that. And I trust, David, that you do know your limits. I trust you.
I don't know
And-
them. That's why I wanted to feel it myself.
I see. Yes. You'll figure it out.
I know that there are more rules about our blood than I am aware.
There's a lot.
I do not understand all of the limitations yet, but Magpie referred to our blood as Jesus, and Jesus is perceived as good and benevolent and helpful. And if we cannot be good or benevolent or helpful, and all we do is take, then we are neither good nor benevolent or helpful. And then we are like the devil in its nature, to take and consume. And I do not think that I am that way.
I really like hearing your perspective, David. It's refreshing because I'm used to hearing is that, yes, we are more like the devil than we are like Jesus.
Why can we not be a gift to mankind as opposed to a blight?
Well, it boils down to how we need humans to survive. We need their vitae. So I don't know if we can ever really be good. And there'll always be that little something deep down inside that'll tell you otherwise. You just have to kind of fight against it. And you seem to be doing that pretty well so far.
So far.
But don't be discouraged if sometimes that little voice deep down wins, because it will win sometimes.
I like learning. It means a lot to me to learn. But I do not like being told to do something and not being told why it is important. And that is why I feel it is shameful that we were punished. Because I was told that I made someone look foolish, and not how or why it made them look foolish. That is why I'm
Yeah.
afraid that I will get each of you in more trouble than not, because I do not know why what I do is so wrong.
Well, we're getting there. We're working on it.
Betty would probably arrive around this point. She said she wanted to be there early. You flew off and flew back at this point. Betty'd see them down there or wherever they are, just hanging out at the quarry at this. They were expecting you, I
Are
think.
you guys outside?
We're probably outside of like our little tubes or
And at
pods.
the very least, you would see that the pod doors have been opened. So
Yeah.
Can I sneak up on them?
Deck stealth versus wits awareness.
Oh my
Okay.
gosh. All right.
I love it. That's so classic Betty.
All right, got to beat a 4. Not Betty's best.
3.
1.
Right? Betty, they don't notice you.
Sweet.
You come up on them as they're having gentle, polite conversation inside one of the pods where the doors are open.
All right, I'm gonna tickle Elspeth's elbow.
I'm not gonna have you roll. So you would feel like a little tickle on your elbow as you're like facing away from the door, Elspeth. Are you using your fingers? Are you using like a feather that you pulled out of your garbage? Are you using like a plastic bag to tickle her elbow? What are you tickling her elbow
Just
with?
my crinkly old
Yeah,
fingers.
all right, fair enough. So you feel Betty fingers tickling your elbow, Elspeth, as out of nowhere. You guys did not hear her, maybe even making you jump. Elspeth, dude. Yeah, dude, like,
she just,
she, like,
she makes a small like gasp.
Yeah. And David was probably mid-sentence or something, and when you turn around, you see the little old hand of Betty around the door corner.
Oh,
being
just testing your reflexes.
Oh my gosh.
Good morning,
Okay.
Betty.
Good morning. Well, it seems like you all are having a philosophical discussion.
Yeah, we were.
Well, don't make me stop you.
I don't know if there is much more to philosophically discuss.
I think there is, based on our conversation last night.
Yeah, we should talk more about that. The girl, she woke up. She didn't really know what happened. She told us a little bit about herself and that there was this weird guy that kept coming around. She was scared. She like hit her head or whatever it was. And that's all she really remembers. So honestly, it's as far as masquerade breaches go, we're good. We're golden.
Oh, so you talked to her. Where is she?
She left. She went home. She told us where she lived. And
She said she needed a drink.
Yes, she did say that. She's just gonna be. I think she's.
I could use a drink too.
I think she's going back to her mundane life, though I don't think she's very mundane. I think she's more, but
We doesn't need to keep an eye on that one.
She doesn't realize it yet. Yes, we're probably going to keep an eye on her. She's probably going to be pretty close to David for the next month or so. So I think we're going to not have a choice.
Why?
This is true.
Why is she going to be close with me?
Betty will come up to you and kind of like taps your little dandelion vial.
She likes my flowers.
Oh no. You want to know why ghouling someone is particularly dangerous for you?
Why is it particularly dangerous? Will she crawl back to me like my blood crawled back to me?
Potentially. We don't even know what your blood is, and now you're giving it to someone else.
That seems insinuative.
Yeah, well, it is.
Is your blood different from another's?
Yes, everyone's blood is different from others.
Then why is it okay that Leon gave his blood to Magpie?
Oh, I don't think it's good for that to happen either. I wasn't here for it.
Then this is something that we should not have done.
I do not think it is a good idea. Well, yes, no.
So is it a problem that she will like me now? Are people not supposed to like me?
She will do more than like you.
What is more than like? She will love me?
Kind of.
Oh, very much, but not for who you are or what you give her.
I have nothing to give her but my blood.
Exactly.
She's going to want more of it.
You're like a vampire espresso to her.
I have never had this. Is it like a milkshake?
A vampire milkshake. Yes, exactly.
I understand
just
now.
like that.
She must crave.
Yes. Yes. You
I
will
must
become
swallow
her
for
worst
her.
addiction.
She promised to bring me a milkshake, and if she continues to do so, I would be happy to give her my blood. I like milkshakes a lot.
Milkshakes can be fun. There are repercussions.
We'll bring the girls. You know what? No. I'm not making that dumb joke.
Do it.
We just keep talking about milkshakes and how they're bringing girls to the yard. So
I've been waiting for that joke for two to three episodes now.
Yeah. Do it. If anyone brings that up, it would make the most sense for Elspeth to be the one.
I am the youngest.
Then if
See, but these are milkshakes that come with withdrawals that can kill you. A little different.
if we are to live here and we are punished, we had the protections of Janet's house during the day.
Mm.
We have nothing to protect us during the day now. Is it so wrong?
Well, I've
that we
never
have
had
someone,
that to begin with.
It can be useful to have protection, yes. But we are generally not like we have to kind of get the permissions to get those protections. Otherwise, we kind of just have to fend for ourselves, you know? We're not quite at that level yet where we can just make that protection for ourselves.
I imagine Elspeth says as she gestures to the giant abandoned quarry.
Yeah. But it is you're bringing up very valid points that a lot of our kind think about. You know, it is dangerous. Every night we go and we don't know if we're going to wake up the next night, if somebody's going to open up this little pod of mine, and that'll be the end.
the Bruja man whose face was destroyed. When everyone was talking and he was not, I asked him about the woman, and he said it was someone that he cared about, and he asked me if I had anyone I cared about.
Mm.
And I said I cared about all of you. And he said it is different when they're not like us. Is it wrong
It is
to
true.
care about people that are not like us?
No.
It's not wrong, but here's the thing. People like us, well, not all of us, but some people that are like us, and some people who are human will try to use the people you love against you.
Then I will, with every effort, prevent them from doing so. And if
You
I
could
fail
try.
to prevent them, I will extinguish them.
You can certainly try, but you can't be everywhere. You can't be in all the places, and especially if it is of the human kin. Well, they operate in different times than we do, and you can't protect them all the time.
No life is worth more than another just because someone older says so.
I didn't say. I'm just purely stating that while your good intentions of wanting to protect someone are there, you won't be able to all the time.
Then you must know going forward that I will continue to be this way. And if it means that my attendance in your company will cause harm to you, then it may be better that I am not there at all times, because I did not hesitate when that boy pulled that gun upon you. I did not hesitate. I didn't
Well,
fail to
guns
react.
are a little different than other things. There are more dangerous things than guns.
So would you have not been hurt had you been shot?
For a little bit, but we heal differently than other kind.
I discovered this morning.
Mm.
Elspeth will go in her bag and she pulls out a picture. It's kind of old. It looks like it maybe is from it was like a digital photo that was taken and printed from a camera. And it's her and an older woman, Elspeth, like young Elspeth and an older woman. And she shows the photo to David. David, this photo here, this is my grandmother. And she's still alive. And she's very important to me. I care about her a lot. And I, from time to time, still visit with her. I eventually am going to have to stop that. I mean, eventually I'm hoping that time will pass and she won't notice anything, but it's a problem for later, I guess. But I care about her even though she's not like us. She's very, very important to me. And when I see her, I'm reminded of the life I once had and that there are people that are worth protecting. And I understand what you're saying. I do. Because there are people that I care about too. And I don't want to just look at people as things we're not supposed to interact with, or we just look at them as vessels and anything like that. No, I know that people are people and it's worth caring about some.
And that is precisely why I think that ghouling and blood bonding and things of those nature, people put them under the protection guise, but it really is just control. And I don't think either of you want that. So stop.
Out of curiosity, the picture of you and your grandmother, what is the scenery? Where you guys like at a park? Is it kind of generic? Someone's house kind of thing?
We would be, like at a park, on a bench and hugging each other, kind of. Yeah, close family portrait.
Does David like look at the picture, like hold the picture? What is his reaction to the picture when it's like given, like shown to him? I'm curious.
It's young Elspeth. She's probably like
Aw.
13 or something.
I
It's
think
very
Yeah,
cute.
yeah.
It only like echoes in his mind how important it is to still maintain our roots and the capacity for understanding of humanity, because up to this point it's been a lot of don't do that, don't get close, it will get used against you, don't do that. But it's only like when it becomes available resources for others to manipulate, or at least it's what it feels like in his mind, and that is simply a consequence of existence. And everything that someone uses against David is a choice. They don't have to go out of their way to harm those people, but by doing so, they've made a choice. And that choice, David is their consequence. And it's up to them to decide if they want that consequence. And I think that's how like his mind is processing this. So he thinks this is very sweet, but it's just it's almost like a vindicating reminder of like, yeah, what you're saying is true, but you're also you're backpedaling about how important it is to keep things safe, but to not lose touch. But I think David probably feels closer to humanity than he feels to being a kindred. He's just different. Yeah. So he'll hand it back to you, and I think he would probably even, thank you.
I am glad to see you like this. Your smile is warm.
Yeah. Yeah, who knew this would all end up like this later on? She didn't. But that's okay.
It's probably even just a beat of just kind of like an somewhat awkward but just settling silence as everybody kind of just takes in. And, you just shared something that, as you were just saying, things can be used against you, but you still vulnerably shared. You know who your family is to him. And there's probably just some rectification of just like hanging that moment just hangs in the air for a bit before eventually that little silence is broken by a distant voice, 3 fucking levels up. I keep wanting to saying stories, but 3 levels up. And you just hear, excuse me, is anybody here? I'm told I would have found you here.
Oh boy.
All right, now who's that?
Who goes? Does anybody go up? I mean,
do we recognize the voice at all?
No, you don't recognize the voice. No.
I think David would probably step out first.
Okay. They're behind the gate all the way up.
I'm going to what do you call it? Unseen passage.
Okay.
Obfuscate.
Go ahead and rouse check for that.
Mm-hmm. I'm a little hungry.
A little hungrier. David, you step out. Like I said, he's behind. You can hear his voice from behind the gate, so you have to go all the way up. Does Tracy go up? Elspeth go up as well, rather, Tracy?
Yeah, I'll go with David.
The two of you make your
I'm
way up.
following. I'm just.
And yeah, you just can't be seen. As you make your way up, you see just behind the gate a somewhat young early 30s looking guy who's extremely pale, who I would describe as almost like too neat in their appearance. Their hair is perfectly cut. Their beard is perfectly trimmed. He wears a black suit with a burgundy red tie on his white shirt underneath. Clear colors of the Tremere, but if that wasn't enough, as you make your way over, you see he's carrying a messenger bag, a leather messenger bag with a Tremere seal subtly embossed on it. As you get closer, David is probably the one walking up forward first. You would see his movements as you approach are a little stiff, a little kind of like awkward, uncanny valley. Not that he's like a fake person, but he very clearly kind of holds himself in a weirdly almost alien nature. As you get closer, both of you, he says, I was not misinformed. I am looking for, and he holds up a piece of paper. David, you don't have a last name, right? It's just David. Correct. Yeah. Elspeth, what's your last name?
No, sorry. David did have a last name. It was just recently asked. Remember, it was Carver.
Yeah, that's right. So it says he would just go, is a David Carver here, a Jeanette Janetti, and an Elspeth Vane.
Yes.
Janet, sorry, not Jeanette. Janet Janetti and an Elspeth Vane, and he looks up to you. I imagine you are David.
Elspeth.
And Elspeth and Janet?
She's occupied right now. Some business.
Fair enough. And he just folds the paper up. He goes, well, good evening. I am here on behalf of House Tremere. You are the names I just identified, and he reaches in, opens up his messenger bag, and he reaches in. He goes, I have been instructed to deliver this summons to ensure you acknowledge the receipt. Please confirm you understand the contents. And he hands the folder over to you. A sealed envelope with a wax bearing of the Tremere right on it. Whoever takes it, I imagine David takes it.
I suppose.
Do you open it? He's expecting one of you to open it and read it.
Pass it back.
Elspeth, you hand it back to Elspeth. Elspeth, you have just a
I'll
white envelope.
I'll
with
open
a seal.
it.
As you open it, it's just a piece of paper with a handwritten letter. It just simply says, by order of Dejan Siaka and with the endorsement of Prince Iverson, you are required to present yourselves at the Tremere Chantry tomorrow evening at 8 p.m. sharp. The summons is non-negotiable and constitutes part of the remedial service to the domain of Boston. Failure to appear will be reported to the prince immediately. M. Ashford on behalf of House Tremere.
Ashford. Okay, we have to present ourselves to the Tremere Chantry as part of our thing. Yes, we understand the requirements of the summons. Yes.
Excellent. He nods. And the letter is left with you. He doesn't expect it back. You
got the address?
Yeah, he gives the address of I'm fucking look it up, but yeah, the address is on there. Just insert address is on the fucking paper. Just assume it's on there.
Okay.
Yeah. Do you? He doesn't look like he looks like he's ready. He looks like he's ready to leave. But do you stop him or ask him any questions or anything like that?
No. And you are?
You can call me David.
Oh. Another David.
Yes, David I found it. He blinks. Yes, I found that humorous as well.
David, where is the Chantry?
The address is on the letter given to Elspeth Vane, or just Miss Vane. He would just say Miss Vane. I don't have it off the top of my head. If you want him to give the address, he will vocally give the address to confirm that he knows.
Okay. I don't have any further questions. This is pretty straightforward.
Is this where we are to, or is this inside of the area that we are remanded by the prince to work in? I don't want to get into trouble for working outside of where we are punished to.
I'm not privy to the rules of your restrictions, but this is with the blessing of Prince Iverson, from my understanding.
It does say that on the letter. We'll be fine. The only thing we have to worry about is the Chantry itself, but that's a whole other problem. She says quietly under her voice.
David, is the Chantry a place that I should be concerned with?
No, you'll be rather safe within the walls of the Chantry. There are plenty of conference rooms. One of those will be dictated over to you, I imagine.
And will we be working with you going forward, or another
He shakes his head.
representative?
You will not see me again.
Okay.
If you seem like that was like I don't know, a rude answer, he would simply say, I am not an, I'm hold no power within the Chantry. Simply a messenger, minor ritual assistant on occasion, and an errand runner.
He's an apprentice in the pyramid.
I
Okay.
will be privy. He needs to say, I will not be privy to any of the goings on of you and your dealings with the Chantry or the Prince beyond what I have been told, which you now know. If that is all. And he nods. Have yourselves a wonderful evening, and enjoy the Chantry tomorrow evening.
Thank you, David of House Tremere.
Again, he just turns and walks off. His car is parked down the dirt road, probably over by the main road, away and out of your sight.
Elspeth, is it wrong to wave so often? Nobody waves back.
It's just a human thing, also kindred. It's just nature. It's okay. You should be nice and wave if you want to, David.
Is it bad? Am I making myself look foolish?
Maybe people are just so standoffish, that's just a lot of people don't wave and aren't super friendly and warm and welcoming as you are, but that's part of your personality. So I think you should keep it up.
Okay, I will.
Well, Betty, if you're here, we are
Betty
summoned.
like ripple into existence. Like,
We're going to be
You
summoned to the
are
Chantry.
summoned.
Yes, I
Yeah.
know.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
know.
My name was not listed.
I know.
I partly thought when I was going to do this, I was wondering if you would still be there and they would assume you were Janet.
Yeah, I
He doesn't know
I
what you
almost
look
wanted
like.
to pretend I was Janet.
That's actually
he
funny.
genuinely didn't know what you looked like, so he would have assumed you were Janet because there are 3 of you here, and he was told you would find you here.
Yeah.
But nope, you were invisible. But he doesn't care as long as you
That's-
confirmed you got the letter.
Also, I could
That's-
totally make him think I am by my look and my voice. Like I can redo my voice.
Oh yeah, you
and
could
look
do
or
some
something.
Ravnos bullshit.
Yeah.
That's
He
funny.
doesn't know what they look like or sound like, so it would matter very little to him. This is you were
Yes.
expecting this. You've been waiting for this. This
Yes,
is
this is just part of the process that we have to go through now. I
This is the part that I don't like.
agree. I am a little concerned based on my sire's warning of stay away from the Tremere, but we don't have a choice.
I wonder if there's any
speaking
clan
of-
out there that doesn't give the warning, stay away,
Stay away
from,
from
the
the
Tremere,
Tremere.
other than the Tremere.
Other than Tremere themselves.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of any clan, because you're saying that, I'm like, God, is that just like something
The
I've
Tremere
no,
fucked
that's just,
over a lot of clans.
No, yeah, everybody
Speaking of the
fucking hates them.
Tremere, I have some things, little witchling, that I would like to pull from your brain.
Yes, I'm happy to indulge, Betty.
Well, you see, did I tell you about my friend Cardboard?
No, is this different from Barnacle Jack?
Yes, they are very, very different.
Those are not names.
In fact, I think Cardboard might drown if he were hanging out with Barnacle Jack.
Okay, so what's the deal with your friend Cardboard?
Although maybe they might make good friends. Well, anyways, yes, new friend. Human mech suit made of trash.
How are you making more human friends, and I'm getting in trouble for making human friends? Yours
I'm
do not even have real names. Cardboard is not a real name.
It is. It is a real name,
This is stupid.
David.
Oh,
Well, I'm sorry I'm making more friends than you. You apparently think I need to be nicer, so I can have more friends. I'm doing as you said.
Can David?
And without biting them and ghouling them,
Can he?
sir.
Can he anticipate if she's lying? Like this is starting to feel almost made up, like contrived.
Yeah,
Can-
go
can-
ahead. Go ahead. Yeah,
Is there anything that I
see
can
if I'm
do?
lying.
What would I roll to determine if she's lying?
What's insight?
Yeah, what's insight for figuring it out? But what do you
I'm not
insight to see
lying.
if she has
To
friends?
see if she's just see if she's lying. Like
Oh,
it just.
fair.
I met a guy named Cardboard. Like
Oh
that's
yeah, no, that's fair.
No,
That's totally
it's fair. I sound like a crazy person.
4 successes.
Yeah. I mean, she's not lying. So like, you sit there and you're like, you've known Betty for about a month, good enough to at least know when she's making something up on the spot and when she's referring to something that's actually like she's somebody she knows. She seems to know. This doesn't come off as a lie to you.
I don't understand why I can't make a friend named Liz, but you can make friends named Barnacle and Cardboard.
Well, you can make friends with Liz, but you just don't give her your blood, is what I'm recommending. Anyways, the important part of my friend Cardboard, and she like accentuates.
It's just an exasperated like nose sign.
I
Well,
don't know if David would want
is
to be
that
friends with Cardboard.
he's been muttering things about Atlantis and Lemuria and
Lemuria.
lost continents and all kinds of weird, glorious generals in ancient purity. Question is that a fried brain cell of his with due to bad meth, or is he actually parroting something?
Give me an intelligence occult roll. Elspeth, please. Do you have a
Okay.
specialty that could maybe do anything for this?
I have academics research.
Let me ask you this. Was Elspeth interested in occult stuff before she was what she is now? Before she even got scooped up as a golden child ghoul, was she interested in just general occult stuff?
She likes history.
Yes, like history, but like occult history of the occult? Because it's like history, like you mean just generic world history is like not gonna tickle the thing I'm looking for here. To use that specialty in particular.
Yeah.
I'm curious. Like, did Elspeth's love of the occult come when she only realized it was for real, or was there always a curiosity of it?
There was always a morbid curiosity that she had.
Up to you. There's no wrong answer here. I'm just trying to. It's a
You
good.
can,
It's
you
also
can tell
helpful
that
to
as a
know.
teenager, she had black candles and
That's
like
what I
sage
assumed.
sticks.
Thinking.
I
She's a
assumed,
bit of
but
a weird girl. Yeah.
I assumed, but if you were going to tell me like no, that she just wasn't into it, then I mean that's fine.
I think she had yes, she was into that weird shit.
She
so-
practiced
then-
light as a
then-
feather, stiff as a board. Come on,
Yeah.
now. We've all seen the
Absolutely.
craft.
You can make me an intelligence occult and add that specialty research academics from
Great.
your youth.
Okay. Intelligence, occult, and then the specialty roll. Let's see. I'll stick with the 3 successes there.
3 successes. Okay. Yeah, I see. 3 successes. 3 successes is good. It's for hard. Yeah, she's parroting what she's saying. Actual occult shit. Like there are people out there who believe Atlantis
Not
and
pronouncing
Lemuria.
things correctly though.
No, Atlantis and Lemuria were 2 actual continents that had ancient, highly technological humanoid civilizations that went to war with each other, and one sunk the other, and then the other was destroyed by this is the shit that you read, and you're just like, this shit's insane. So if she's talking about Lemuria and Atlantis, then yeah, he's pulling on occult belief. There's some out there, yeah.
There are some beliefs like that. They're a little eccentric. No, they're very eccentric. Why are you asking, or like what's the
Do you bring up the rest of the stuff he did, or do you just leave it at
I
that?
did talk to them a little bit about some of that stuff before the lady knocked on the door, but I don't think I got to most of it.
Because the way he said, when the world is pure, didn't sound like a drug rant to me. It kind of sounded like some kind of ritual step that he was going into. And he was talking a lot about stuff that might be, I don't know, blood magic, Tremere sigils, cult symbols. I don't know. He was doing kind of some weird, strange things. I can give you the exact details if you'd like.
The only way she'll get a roll is she gets the details. It's the only way she gets a roll on what that was.
Do you have anything else more? Like what kind of occult symbols were they?
Well, she will draw the symbol for you. She pulls out her chalk.
The
And
symbols
then
to
she will
you-
explain what happened.
Okay.
And Mathas, if you'd like to repeat
Oh yeah,
that,
though. So he
feel free.
drew these symbols. He says he was gonna he had to bless his armor for the next day. He took off all the cardboard he was wearing as armor, and he drew symbols on it on a piece of paper. And then he tucked the paper into the corner of the cardboard and the symbol he drew, and then he jerked off on it.
Oh, this guy. I remember
Yeah.
this.
Yeah. The symbol is nonsense when you look at it, but when she explains how it all is done, you can once again give me. Before I ask you for a roll, let me ask you, Tracy, as a human being, do you know who Aleister Crowley is?
Oh God, I know who
Yeah, you go
Aleister
ahead and
Crowley
make me a
is.
roll, please. Go ahead and make me. That'll determine if 2 occult is enough, really, for this. Yeah, go ahead and make me an intelligence occult roll.
Yeah, unfortunately.
I did 3 2.5-hour parts on that man. I've done
Oh
an
my
8-hour
gosh.
dissertation on that man. He influenced history in ways that people do not fucking get.
You know, I'm gonna willpower reroll because I really am curious where
Please
this is
do.
going.
Because 2 successes is not super enough.
Uh,
It only rolled 1 dice.
oh, do I have more than one to willpower reroll?
Yeah, you have 3.
Oh shit. Okay, let me roll
So
2
give me
more.
2 more because that's the 3rd success. 4th
Oh
success.
yeah.
Yeah. I'd say that sounds very like a very crude version of Aleister Crowley's kind of ritualistic Thelema ritualistic magic, which is very sex-centered, very like where Aleister Crowley is. I needed 5 for you to know the origins of even where that comes from. But this is even back to then. That's some old school occult, like sex magic-esque mindset.
Yeah, this is your friend Cardboard is into some very eccentric occult magic.
Oh, I gathered that much.
From an ancient guy who started this weird sex cult. The Tremere might know more about this than me if you really want to ask somebody. Oh, wait, you won't be there. You won't be joining us at the Chantry, unfortunately. And I'm not going to ask on your behalf. Sorry.
Oh, no, and I don't want to be there.
Yeah, I don't know if she even wants to go inside the chantry.
I don't like all of the control they're trying to keep upon us. I would rather stay away from it all.
Well, they would probably know better than I about this Crowley fellow because he's, I'm sure they have crossed paths with his occult mysticism.
Well, if you don't mind asking for a gal, that might be nice.
I'll put it on the to-do list, but I don't know if I'll be able to get to it in time. We'll see. Betty, I just think your friend might be a little kooky. What did you need?
Well, there's more.
Okay, I'm like, why did you talk to what's the deal with this cardboard? What?
Well, that's a different story, but
okay.
Anyways, that helped me find some more information about this other fellow who I was looking for. And in the midst of trying to look for that man, that is why we have another man upstairs tied to the table.
Okay, sorry, I'm having a hard time following. This led to another man?
Yes.
How am
another
I the
too
biggest
clean
problem?
to be where he was type of guy. The one who sprinted. He made eye contact with me, and then I chased him down. And look, I might have tried to take a little sip out of him, but it was only to stop him. Look, he was running like prey. I think he was running like someone trained to report up chain, and I couldn't let him run away. So that's why we have him here.
There's somebody.
I completely forgot about him, but you're correct. I forgot that guy is like.
He's tied up in the other room.
We have somebody else here. Oh my gosh.
What is his name?
He's been tied down for 24 hours and forgotten.
Well, see, I don't know his name. I didn't quite get that from him.
We should probably feed him if we don't want him to die.
Well, yes.
It's only been 24 hours. He's okay.
Okay. What are we gonna do with this guy?
Well, I think he might be tied to the FBI.
Oh, that's not good. We should try to get rid of him. Not. We need somebody. We need a friend who can help people forget things. We don't really.
We have Janet.
Oh yeah, Janet can do that, can't she? I don't know how.
Janet said she is very good at making people forget and disappear.
Well, that's a different type of disappearing. but-
Yeah, I think she's more like the sleeping with the fishes kind of take care of.
Well, see,
So I'm so confused by that.
Yeah, that scrumple of the brow of just like
to bring it back so that you can kind of understand where my thought process was here. I think if Ramsey's people are sniffing around ghouls and ghouls are sniffing around us, and I've tripped one or two wires here or there, we might be dancing on something deeper than Tremere garbage. Or, well, in Janet's case, mob politics.
So you think somebody else is following us?
I think so. Someone was definitely following me that night.
Oh boy.
And it was him, and I want
Somebody
to
with the
know why.
FBI? Anything involving government?
she's
Well,
referring to the assassin, the suspected assassin.
Okay, but he's
Blew
not.
out the neck of the Bruja, and the one that she thinks, I think Maggie's connecting to the guy she saw in that weird moment.
Okay, but he's not linked to like the FBI, is what.
Well, I think so. I think to some extent because Helen Ramsey is part of the FBI.
The FBI is at least interested in something and tangential to it, and they're connected. The FBI is connected to the Venture, so you just assume the Venture.
It's like a
Okay,
whole-
I thought it might be hunters or something, and I was getting a little
It's a thick
paranoid.
web right now, and there's a lot of webs to clear out to find what strands are valuable still. But you've been narrowing it down.
This is Betty's
Okay.
crazy mind. So
Okay. Well, then we probably should keep him for a while and maybe question him and see if he works for somebody, who he works for. I am really not good at interrogations. That might be a Janet job. But she might
Well,
also
yes.
be pissed that you have brought somebody back here.
Of course, she will
She
be mad.
probably will. She's always mad.
The first friend that you introduced us to was Mutt, and now he is dead. And then you have said that there is Barnacle and
Exactly,
Cardboard.
and
Can you
this-
not meet people with normal names like Alan and
This is
Gerald?
tied to Mutt. This is exactly. Good thinking, David.
Okay. We should question him then. And
I
see.
think David is like completely overloaded at this point. He doesn't even
Yeah.
know what to feel or say. He feels so out of I think he's just like puts his hands on his head and just starts walking in any direction that's not near this noise because it's a lot. It's like being in Leon's car when he was playing the noise.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, David. I'm just trying to give her all the information.
He still doesn't even know what jerking off is, and you explained that he jerked off on Cardboard, which he believes is his name. So he jerked off on himself, but what is jerking off? He doesn't know. This is very confusing for him.
Okay. We have to deal with one problem at a time here.
Oh,
Betty.
well, I have another problem, but okay.
What's the next problem?
Well, everyone keeps saying the Second Inquisition died, but I think that's bullshit, Elspeth. Things that big just don't die. I think they've bunkered down. They're underground.
What makes you think that?
I mean, think about all the pieces.
she's not making any sense. This is just her thoughts.
I see. This is just like some conspiracy theory.
This is her conspiracy theory. This is what Betty thinks is going
that's
on.
so good, dude. Even I, as a DM, I'm like, what else? Does she have?
Oh, that's good.
Christ.
Okay. We'll take note of your theories here, Betty.
Elspeth is at that point where it's like, all right, well, we'll write it down and we'll file it and send it up the chain of command to see if they actually give a shit at this point. 'Cause
I'll put it on the to-do list right next to the Crowley thing, and we'll figure it out.
God. Yeah. I just remembered
Anyways,
something.
your turn. Hit me with any spooky insights before I spiral into some kind of existential crisis. And
I don't have any because I've been so busy. I haven't even had the chance to check our quarry to see if any spirits are living here. And that's unlike me.
what
Because-
about my job application?
Well, we're not going to be able to work there for some time because we're exiled. So
You keep saying we're. I am not part of this exilization that you have created for yourselves.
So you're going to get a job at my shop when I can't even go there. Betty, is that what you're saying?
Well,
think
I
that's
can
gonna
bring
have
you
to happen.
things. I can help you.
They do
I
need
know you
somebody to
need
take your
things over
spot.
there.
They do have an open
Oh my
spot in the employment
gosh.
roster. You're not there right now.
You can give me the updates on how things are going. Okay. Well, let's deal with that guy at a different time. Right now, I think our big focus is the Chantry. Just make sure he's fed so he doesn't, die.
All right.
She's gonna rummage in her cart. What do I find in there for him to eat?
I mean, what do you want to find in there? You know what? You find a disregarded half of a sandwich that was bought from one of those airport restaurants on the way out. Like in the
What about
plastic
this?
tin.
How would this do? Should I give it to David? He's been wanting to make some friends. David!
Mhm.
He's walking around humming,
I'm
so he
gonna go
cannot
over
hear
to-
you.
Mhm.
I hobble over to David.
Betty.
Look, David.
Hmm.
Peace offering, and I hand him the sandwich. It's like a half-eaten.
It's a ham, cheese, tomato, lettuce sandwich on white bread.
Oh, it's not for you. It's for our friend up there.
You said he was potentially dangerous. This is not a friend that I want to make.
Well, you can play good cop.
What does that even
Just
mean?
don't untie him, if we give him some food. None of your blood, please. Feel free to feed on him if you want.
David hands the sandwich back.
It's just like
This man is your problem.
haphazardly.
All right, then. I will feed him, and I will make all the friends.
And Betty just hobbles her way
Hobbles
down.
off. Do we see David in the background, wings spread?
I think
and
he's
he just takes
shitty.
off?
I think he's actively like he's shitty about this. It was like, don't make friends, don't do this thing, don't do that thing. And she's like, I made all these friends with fake names, even though they sound really real because I'm convincing. Also, I'm going to feed them and going to make all the friends. And he's just like he's stewing on this. It's probably frustrating to him.
Does he
Also, I think
fly
when she gets
away?
the door and she sees his frustration, she just turns around and goes,
And I still want to meet your library friend.
Yeah, I think he flies away.
The wings spread and just that wordlessly takes off. Elspeth just kind of like half nodding, half shaking her head, and Betty just walking out. Well, that didn't work. And they go heading up to go give the sandwich to him. And in this moment, as we about to just like cut to credits like a fucking sitcom, it is wild to watch when Janet is gone. The adult is just not here.
Look,
It's
I
like
tried to
when,
adult.
It's like when Ollie was gone in SOS, and it was just
Yeah.
chaos every fucking time.
Accurate.
We didn't get in that much trouble. What did we do that was troubling?
No, you just
Yeah.
had trouble from leftover actions.
Yeah.
From leftover times.
Oh, Janet's going to lose her mind when she finds out that not only was her room broken into, but it was rummaged for and stolen of money. And then
That's true.
you brought back an FBI agent that you think is linked not only to Mutt's death, but to the SI, and you've locked him in, tied to that's Janet's bed for the record. That he's chained to.
Yeah.
Oh,
is he?
boy.
Is it? I thought
I
it
think
was
that's where
like
you
some
put
kind
him.
of like
Yeah, that's where
slab
we-
thing that you guys had.
No, that's where we tied the Bruja down to, and she was like, "We're making sure that he stays in my pod."
Oh yeah, we swapped the Bruja for
'cause
him. I
Bruja's
remember.
gone.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh
So-
man. Well, it'll be after show conversation because
she's gonna lose her mind.
that's where we cut to black because this is hey listen I'm very excited. We're off to go do an after show over at patreon.com/podbynight. Thank you all for chilling with us and